We can't forget about what we're doing. Hi, guys. Learning. I'm like, every time I start it, I'm like, learning. I'm like all dancing in the back with myself. Oh, so sorry, guys. Guys, my lamp, the light that makes me look pretty and bright, just like is not turning on. I plugged it in a million different ways and it's just not turning on. So this is what you guys get. And I made myself a gorgeous smoothie. It's so good, guys. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, can you guys hear me? And is everything okay in life? I feel weird without my bright, like, comfort light. My glowy angel light. How's it going? Hi. I see you all in the chat. Hi, 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 hi. Learning and loving with you. Hi, Jay. Oh my gosh, Jay. I feel like this was a catch up. I also was like, oh my God, I should have streamers jump on with me and chit chat with me and ask me any questions or whatever. So if you're down and you're in the chat and you're a streamer, you're totally welcome to join me. I can send you the link. Just let me know. That would be fun as well. We can catch up on everything. Oh, so good to see you guys. Okay, good. My microphone and everything's working. Good. Okay. It just seems so weird. Maybe I'm just getting used to hearing my vocal in the thing that I feel like it's not on anymore. Check, 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 check. I swear it's probably quiet in my ears. Okay. So how is everybody going? I just wanted to update everybody on first of all, the upcoming shows I have going on. And then future fun things. And then I just wanted you guys to ask questions or just come catch up with me. Say hi. Here, let me invite first. Copy, because I want to be able to make sure I have it available to send. Jay, are you in the chat? Would you like the let me see. Denver J. I wonder if there's a fast way that I could send this to you. Uno momento, por favor, everybody. Uno momento. Just thinking. Streamers here. I would hop on, but I'm on the bus. Rain check. Nice, Lisa. Yes. You're awesome. And you were actually, I'm here. Jay, do you want to jump on? Maybe I can email you the link. I think you emailed me, right? And I was supposed to call you because you sent me your phone number there so I can get your skills on how to do cool live streaming where you can see me and the thing. Anyways, now I'm going on a roll. Hi, Super Pup. Aw. Hi, Lori. Cat Ocean. Hi, guys. The Question X, Janet Adams. Hi, Jane. You're stunning, Sugar Pants. Thank you. With or without the light, huh? With or without you. Nabelius 111. Hello. ACU Punk. Sunday Fun Day. Silva Larson. Laura, you are a rock queen of hearts. Thank you. Hi, Mama's Life. Mwah, mwah. Okay, let me see if I can find this. Yeah, my animals are running around right now. They're in a very happy, upbeat mood. So if you hear them or whatever, that's them. It ain't me or my children that you don't know about or anything like that. Okay, where is this email? Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. And if there's somebody else, nice. That's so fun. Okay, Jay, I'm gonna send you this right now. I'm literally or Jay, if you want to email me really quick, because I literally have a zillion emails since obviously your email. If you want to email me really quick, I can just reply to you with the link and then you can jump on. That would be so fun, Jay. OMG. Okay. So yeah, I basically just put the mess on you. You email me Laura FM Music and then I will send you the link. Good to see everybody. Okay, so some of you guys know I have a show this Laura FM. It'll be me, Serge. We got our saxophone player, and then a few other little added things. It's like a theater show at the Art Share. It's called the Art Share Theater, downtown Los Angeles. The doors open at 7 p.m. And I believe we go on our little set goes on at 8 p.m. So, and there's other bands and other performers and stuff like that. Gotcha, Jay. I got you. So if you come early, the doors open at 7 and the whole place is an art show. And then you go walk through the art show, like the art gallery, into a really amazing theater. And above that whole theater, above the whole art gallery, I lived up there for like 10 years. I lived in loft number 22, 222s again. Okay. Reply sending you right now, Denver J. Actually, I'm going to do this. Sorry. I do here. Boom shakalaka search there. Boom shakalaka laka boom. Bam. Oh, that is so funny. I just saw. Okay, let's see. Okay, boom. And then I can go like this. Boom. Okay, got it. Sorry, Jay. 1 sec. I'm doing a little trick around so I don't have to exit out of my computer. And I'm getting quite smart at this. Hi, Danny. Danny, let me know if you want to jump in or if you guys are busy on your own streams. That's totally cool. Anybody that is a streamer or a SPTV content creator or a YouTube channel that is part of SBTV, you are totally more than welcome to come in and chat with me. Yeah, Danny. Okay, hold on. Let me do this one first. Copy. Now we're going to go like this. Here you go, Denver J. Paste, send. I think I sent it without a message. So, I mean, with that. Oh, that's funny. You already put it. You put a squirrel in there. Laura! I am. Are you going to stream at the art? Hey, whoa. Whoops, wrong one. My thing wasn't working. Are you going to stream live the Art Share Theater? Yes, I will be streaming. It's just, guys, last time I was there, somebody please just remind me, like, Laura, make sure you have your phone and everything set up, because sometimes I literally am like so focused on the show or in the moment or like setting up a few things. And it's like, I forget to literally go live. Gosh, this protein drink is amazing. Okay. Denver J, I sent you the link. Danny, can you email me? Laura, LARAFM music at gmail.com. That way it's just easier for me. Right when you email me, it'll pop up and I can send it to you. So we will have Denver J coming in and then hopefully Danny and maybe Leah, depending on where they are, if they're together. I'm a saxophone player originally from LA. Nice, Gary Meek. Come play saxophone. Guys, these are my main band member people, but like I don't have a saxophone. He's not available. He's a professional saxophone player. So like he has gigs and stuff all the time. And I love him. He really knows my music and everything. But I encourage people in LA, if if you know me and you've been watching my channel and you know how I am and you know my music and you know my purpose and my intention, you come join us. You come be part of our band, part of the LFM freaking SPTV amazing. Like we want people who are like Selfless Self. He's going to be playing drums with us for the May 4th show. So, we got Denver J in the house, so we're going to add him. Hi,
How's it
Jay.
going? Oh my goodness. What's up, LFM? What's up, girl? Oh my goodness. This is
Real.
so cool.
It's real, Jay.
I know. Oh my goodness. How have you been? I'm so glad to talk to you. You proud
I
ST.
I am so isn't this cool? They took this is on my sign that I always have, that yellow sign, and
Yeah.
Eat Predators. Oh, here, I'll just take this off. It's kind of chilly out here in LA.
Yeah.
Eat Predators did this shirt. I actually wore it on the Stevie Weeby interview,
That
but
is
that's their
badass.
yeah, that was the first protest I went to, and then they mixed it with the SPTV, and then they took my writing, and then they made safe person instead of it's great.
I
It's a nice
love it. That is
collab.
too cool.
Denver,
Yeah.
I always call you Denver. I'm like, and what's Denver? I don't know why. Denver, Denver, Denver J. Uh, I'm so proud. Like you came in. Sometimes I forget because you're so good at it. Like, oh, that like earlier today you said something like, oh, those are body walkers or body routers, and I was like, how does he was never in this? Like, how does he remember? How does you just like it's crazy. You do doesn't it feel like you're downloading the machine the hypnosis of Scientology and just going like, oh, this is you kind of have to understand this, and then you throw little spurts. But anyways, I was just like, Jay has this down. Jay
Yes, I
has this
think it's
down.
so important to like kind of learn the vernacular of the org just because it hits a little bit closer to home when you're calling them out by name and then you're like, hey Jeff, why are you so downtown today? I mean, isn't it graduation day? We should be putting up ribbons or something, you need to get a little bit more uptone. That's how ethics or, just kind of like trying to get into their mindset and like, how does he know? Like, and then I was told about an insider about like, um how like to please confront and shatter my suppression if you can or something like that, just
Yeah,
those
yeah.
little insiders like that
So, but
you'll see them.
you're learning this by what? Just from learning from other people streaming talking about it, or are you looking up like policy letters of like L. Ron Hubbard's writings of why what you know what I mean?
I haven't gone that deep, and that would probably lend me a really good insight.
No,
Like,
no, I that's why I'm
no,
wondering. You're already doing a good job at it. So I'm like, oh, whatever you're doing, it's a perfect route because it's coming from an outside perspective plus going into it and being like somebody on the inside watching you, watching how you're dealing with everything and how you're communicating and understanding like they're gonna shut the windows, they're gonna do everything. There's like it's a spell. There's no other
and
way
it's
to like put it other than they're in a trapped spell. So there's only a
right.
few words or languages that are gonna break that spell.
Well, and that's the thing, because they're actually speaking a different language, almost like they're in the military. They're using like code words for everything, whether it's four-letter, shorthand, or they reference things like upper management by sir, even if it's a woman, and just
Yep.
things that you would
But
find in a,
is
a
that
structured, militarized setting. What was that?
do they do that in the military? Do they call women sir?
I don't know if they call women sir, but I know that they have a very specific vernacular in the military that I think that Scientology lends itself to in terms of how they communicate with each other. It's super structured. Like
Yeah, I
it's not
mean
free flowing.
they definitely steal from the military and they steal from the sea, the Marine Corps or
Right.
whatever.
Right. The
Like
Marines.
really, really deeply. Like it's really shitty. It's okay. So going back, it just all makes sense. Like going back, watching you and knowing like when you first started, I was like, oh my God, Jay. I felt like I was one of your first like supporters. I don't know why. I
No.
just was like, I'm
And
gonna
the
make sure
crazy
Jay
thing,
feels supported.
you were absolutely one of the ones who made me feel inspired because that day I watched it happen. It was black and white where, sorry to bring up a bad memory, hopefully, but like, I mean, you inspired a lot of people that night when you were calling out to your father, and I saw it on street, LA, William Good's stream, and it just broke my heart. That was the moment. It's like, no, 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 no. I need to find out more. I am,
Wow.
at the
So
age,
you saw it through Streets LA stream.
right. I
And
saw it like that
did
third
you
perspective.
yeah, sorry to cut you off. It's just a bad slow thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, my mind thinks way faster than I
You're
can let you
good,
talk.
Laura.
I was just gonna say, so at this time when you had seen that and me yelling or whatever, or I must have, I think because he hadn't been, he was there, but he missed it and he came back and I was like, Streets, I just saw my dad. There was something like that,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Right.
And then it was obviously on all of our other streams. But had you known anything really about Scientology, or was that just like you had just kind of seen a few things on Streets talking about Scientology?
Yeah, so
That
like
was it.
being like most of us, just kind of surfing the interwebs, and one of the YouTube shorts was William Gooch, Streets LA, his interactions with outside of the Hollywood Testing Center, and that led me to his live streams where I kind of like got hooked and went down the rabbit hole, and then I saw you that one evening, rewatched everything and started to learn more about all the second gens who have, left and are speaking out against, what they were raised in and whatnot. So that was the point where, yeah, it was just, it was too much for me because the reason why I feel like I feel semi-connected, I've unfortunately been in like similar high control groups. I don't know if you know about Amway, but it's pretty much like a multi-level marketing scheme where you got to go to the meetings, you got to pay a fee, you got to like dress a certain way. If you're not like saying these things, if you're not promoting or purchasing within, if you're not buying from your fellow partner, then you're not with the program. You know what I mean? It was something like
Mm,
that. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
had no idea. I thought I was just kind of like introducing myself into like to people who were going to help me understand how they got to their level, but that
yeah.
was not the case. It was like,
That
okay,
makes
we got you in.
that also explains a little bit of why you know deeply what the cult aspect of it is. Like when you've already experienced some sort of control where you're like, oh, whoa, 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 that's kind of what they were doing here, but it's actually deep. Like these people have deep cement walls blocking like what
Oh
their thinking
yeah.
is, right? I mean, I can only imagine somebody, maybe it's different, but somebody in, what did you say, Amway or whatever, where yeah, they're still in the outside world, so there's some perspective that they could still have, where in the science Sea Org or Scientology, you are only allowed a certain perspective. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm very impressed that that was the first you heard about Scientology stuff was through Streets LA thing and the whole me yelling at my dad or whatever. Um, that is still impressive that 3-4 months later, you're like already like, oh, those are body routers, but like I was just like, wait, that's not a normal word. Like sometimes you say it so casually that I'm like, wait, that's the cult word. Cause I'm always like, oh, wait, that's what they say to this, that they make it sound casual or it's not like normal language or whatever it is. Right. Anywho, so
So
you do it so well, but now I understand that you have this cult perspective because you've been in this sort of, even if it was for a month, you still get the idea of deep programming and structure in a group, and how a group has sort of more of a um strength for an individual than them just being by themselves, right?
right, right, absolutely. And it's crazy because culture, like, I mean, we are here talking about Scientology, but I mean, it goes so deep. Like it's a pretty important thing for us to understand and how to recognize a cult in general, because it could be in the form of like a Pilates class or something. It could be it could be in a very like presented in a very honest way, but have malicious intent behind it. But Laura, I want to know what you know about, because is there like the Sidewalk Chalk Festival? What's going on with that? Not to change the
I don't
subject
know. I
so hard, but
no.
like it's been on my mind, and you had popped in today, told me about your show, and then MD Media 18 had popped in and told me about the Sidewalk Chalk thing. So kind of things are
I'm
like
on,
flowing
yeah.
together.
I feel like
Um,
absolutely there whatever this, we're gonna get more details on the Chalk Festival because
nice.
I'm 1,000% there, whatever that is. I'm in. I love that. And I'm thinking it might be in June or something though. So
Nice.
I don't know, but I'm
Awesome.
totally down for all of that. Like, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
And then so okay, I was saying this earlier. Oh, here we got Danny in the house. We're gonna add
Oh,
Danny.
nice.
Hi
What's up,
guys.
Danny? Good to
Hey,
see
what's
you,
up,
bro.
Chris?
Hope
Hi,
you've been well,
Good to
Danny.
man.
see you. Hey, Lara.
Hi.
Awesome. So it sounds like
So,
it's been a little
Danny,
bit chill out there.
wait, yeah, you're in Clearwater, right, Danny?
Yeah, we're in Clearwater.
Oh wow.
It's an experience for sure.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it creep? Have you ever been in like a city where it feels like you're in Scientology's world? Like, doesn't
It,
it feel like that? You're in the
it's so
planet of
lonely.
Scientology. Yeah,
It's really, really lonely. There's really nothing open. It's just the front of each, I guess, building
that's
that they
so
own.
crazy. Tell us about it. I want to know your perspective because I was there, I was in all that and it seems so quiet just watching the outside. I'm like, I made a joke the other day at Blue Building because it was raining, it was all quiet and I was like, "Oh, it's like Clearwater, it's ghost town." Is that how it feels? Or does it feel also
Uh,
like creepy, like you're being watched?
I'm not really. I think the blue building's the creepiest one for some reason. The blue one gives different vibes than this one. This one's like you're getting watched. Okay, the, like it's not as creepy.
Wow. That's so interesting. And so it's I was thinking because it's like a city, it feels like a whole city. To me, it feels like you're in the and maybe that's just my PTSD from being in there, but like being in just the whole layout of like the red bricks everywhere and how they all match everything that has to look like flag, like it's like you can't
Yeah.
even sit on a bench without feeling like you're attached to Scientology in some way.
Don't get me wrong, seeing all those buses, all the little dolphins that they have here with the actual flag name is different. It's
The dolphin vans, that's what he's calling, and the whales are the buses, right? You see those big buses with the big flag design on them?
yeah. And
I
that when we
made
were there,
I made those. I wrote programs. I was a flag crew programs operator, and all the new buses were coming in, and they were getting all these new buses. I was in the C organization making programs to make the logos and the designs and everything set
Wow.
for those buses. And
wow,
before me doing it was Jenna Miscavige. I
That's
took
wild.
over her post position, putting all of those buses, all the brand new uniforms. I'm sure they've changed them a million times now since, but they're like really fancy uniforms with the new logos. We were all responsible. These children in CMO were responsible for this shit.
wow. So when I guess when we were there, we might take the day off for now to pretty much to get rest and all that from driving. And then yesterday, right when we got here, he just came to the hotel, showered, and then went back out pretty much to protest and well see everyone out there, which was great. Um,
So
we
there's a
went
lot
to
of
the
people
park.
out there, right? There's a lot
There
of
was
you
a lot of
saw.
people.
Isn't it great to physically? I get excited just seeing like Jay right here on the screen. I'm like, oh my God. But like, I just think that energy and the connection is just so sweet. I just think it's so like pure, like because we all came into this like, all through our own angles, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, and well, having people traveling 4 hours just pretty much to see everyone, well, it's really really special.
Yeah.
4 hours, 8 hours. People from California, from Sacramento, taking a plane just to come and see everyone out here. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think it just charges everybody up. I can't wait for that. We're definitely gonna be doing that in LA. So we were just talking about that. So you'll be in LA, or will you guys be back by Thursday, Danny?
By Thursday, probably not because we're gonna stop in New Orleans, the city like on top of it, and
Nice.
then we're gonna see Mississippi and Texas, of course. We might go to Austin or Dallas. We're not really sure. Pretty much to see Pro Snappy.
Nice.
They want to they want to see Pro Snappy and well protest there, and then go to New Mexico, stay there overnight, and then head back to LA. So we have
Awesome.
a pretty busy week.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Denver, you're gonna start doing that, right? You're gonna be
Yes, just hearing that makes me like anxious. I'm so excited to be able to hit the road. I've got like a few more days in my lease and moving out, so it's been crazy here in Colorado. But I'm pretty sure at the end of this month we're going to be getting pretty mobile and hitting the road and seeing the other orgs out there because I'm ready for a different kind of protest. They've kind of really restricted my ability to connect with them. They're literally coming out with headphones as if you're going to go to the gun range or like you're going to a monster truck show. Like I'm having to communicate with them through the chalk, and it's
but
they've gone
that's pretty like controlling. They have them, and I'm sure they have them listening to an L. Ron Hubbard lecture or something.
yeah.
So that
You'll see them
Yeah.
pull their hearing aids out. It's crazy.
yeah. The hearing aids because they're old. That's old. That's just crazy. That is crazy. So, but that is crazy. So you're gonna, so Denver, your plan right now is possibly to go. Are you gonna stop? What is your plan before I assume it?
So my idea right now, probably around the 25th or so is when I'm going to be heading northwest. So I'll probably be stopping, kind of like you were talking, Danny, stopping in each state, trying to touch base at that org and whatnot, and just kind of taking a moment to rest. But trying to make my way up to California and to make it in time for the show. That'd be an incredible experience to go see a show live because I've only seen them on the live stream. Which I mean, don't get me wrong, it's awesome dancing in your room by yourself, right? But like, it'd be even better to be with the Squirrel Squad out there, feeling the energy, feeling the music and whatnot. So, and then I mean, I've been wanting to meet people out there for a while. So, make camp out there in LA for a bit, and
so
just
your truck and everything's all ready for that, right?
pretty much. I just gotta like.
You
Go
have
ahead.
that like pop up tent thing. I feel like that's like your extra home, and your truck is just your mobile little like house.
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna be doing like the van life, seeing how I'm able to manage it. I feel like I'm prepared for a good little bit, so I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna have an opportunity like this again, so I gotta take it while I got it. Like you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's never too late to try something new, but I feel like it might be a little bit harder if I'm like in my 50s or 60s to try van life. So
You never
why not
know.
try it now?
You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
And now you'll know on the road. You'll be like, oh, okay, I don't like this, or I need this, or whatever. Danny,
yeah.
this is from Psych Sauce. Danny, do you know where at in New Mexico y'all are gonna stop?
From what I know, it's just up north. I'm not really sure the city,
Oh, okay, so y'all got to just follow
but
him
it's up north.
on his stream, on his live stream to find out where he is.
We had fun listening to good music, to Lara's music. We
That
had
was so
fun on
cute.
the
I
road.
popped in and they were like, "Dude," they were listening to like, how do you guys do that where you play a song and another song has come over it? Like it was like you guys had your own DJ going on in there, but it was all Lara, all songs of Lara, like from old, new. It was like wild.
It was great. And then having you
Yeah,
in the
that's pretty
chat
cool.
while listening to your music, it was
Yeah, I was like, oh my
it
God,
was
this
even
song.
better.
Oh my that was so cool. I was like, I haven't heard this one in a while. Like, it's so wild. That is so cool. Mexican
Yeah, you
long
have some
hair. Hi,
bangers.
hi. I have some
Oh, is that
bangers.
Malaysians? I know, and there's some classic bangers that are like they're hidden gems that people have to be finding. Um, I need to pull up the chat. Is that
Yeah,
Malaysian?
Danny and Leah found a few.
Well,
I'm sitting there
good
like
to see you,
working.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Yes. Always. Guys, if you're a streamer in the chat and just like Danny and Jay just did, and you want to jump in even for a little bit and ask us questions or how we feel, blah, blah, blah. We got a bunch of BTs in the house. Oh God, I didn't even get to what I was getting to. I got my protector. I got my protector at all times, so that's okay.
What's their name? I don't want to assume. I mean, it seems like I could assume the gender, but nowadays, um,
This is Rodney.
Rodney, glad to
Like
meet you, Rodney. I hope
Golden
you're well,
Rod.
Rodney.
Yeah, Mr. Golden Rodney.
Oh,
And
that's
this
too
is just
fun.
so you know, Denver J, this is the number one. This is the number first one made, born into the world
The
by
OG.
Marilyn Honig. She's
Nice.
the OG making these golden Rodneys. But
Who
this
made?
is Marilyn Honig from Colts Coffee Crafts and Colts or whatever.
Oh,
I
okay,
always
okay,
mess
okay,
it
okay.
up, but we all know who she is. Anywho, so that's really fun. And yeah, I have a bunch of BTs and all sorts of things. So if you're in the chat and you are a streamer and you want to come say hi, then do so. Or just send me your email like I just did. I'll keep an eye on it.
We ended
MLH,
up
if you
calling this
want to
one.
jump in. Yeah, go, Danny.
Oh, we ended up calling this one Lil Cena.
Lil Xenu. I like that.
Is it
Because of the
is
eyes.
Farrell Sherrill's making those, or who made
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I
one,
believe
Danny?
so. I believe so.
Yeah, those are so cool. I swear, I don't know how hard it is for her to make those, but I would probably buy one for about $25-$30 or so.
Around $30.
Okay,
They're
I gotta
actually.
pull mine out. I gotta pull all
Yeah,
mine
because
out.
you gotta, that takes some
Not to all
time. I mean, it probably would cost a little bit more because I know she's hand making those. Those are so
Oh, she
cool,
is.
though.
She told me. She gave us 4 different colors.
Nice, dude. Yeah, those are so cute. Little Xenu. So out in Coldwater, from what I understand, that's mainly where they do the high level trainings, right? Like, so people have to travel there to. Do you know kind of how that works, Danny? Is that to be true?
What?
Do you know that?
I'm not really
In
sure
Coldwater,
much about that.
Coldwater is mainly for like more high level trainings where you would go to Florida for those specific courses, and they're not available at your local orgs, or how does that
Oh,
work? How is it different?
yeah, you mean flag?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they also have like their own like they consider getting flag auditing way more like valuable or way more like quality because you got a
Okay.
flag trained auditor. You know,
I see.
yeah, it's more of a bullshit again illusion, but
Yeah,
um
it's like a premium service essentially within the program versus you being able to get the same thing at a lesser quality or so. Kind of
yeah,
like, do you
yeah, but
want name brand milk or do you want like the off brand milk?
exactly. And yeah, like they'd be like, "Oh, I went clear at flag," or "I went OT3 at
I
flag."
see.
But then
Okay.
there also are things like you have to go to the free winds or the ship or flag to do your OT7 or OT8. Like
I
there's
see.
certain things you can't do at the regular orgs down here
Right.
or
And the blue
wherever.
buildings are like more designed for the Sea Org members who are living out and fulfilling their contracts. So they're getting kind of moved back and forth between the buildings. Oh my goodness. Theta,
A potato.
Theta. That is too freaking good.
It's a theta potato. You guys are
I
you
swear,
you
there is
guys
a
are such
market for
theta
this.
potatoes. No,
Somebody is missing out on a huge market.
they're all on SBTV channels. These are all like Farrell Cheryl, Marilyn Honig did the goldenrod penis.
Those,
Um,
those are too good. The Theta
somebody
potato is really good.
I like that one.
Oh my goodness.
it doesn't stop,
So
guys.
yeah, if you're watching, bring me the other ones to show them off.
Yeah. Marilyn makes the theta potatoes, but there's so many.
There we
There's
go.
Xenus. It's amazing.
Yes, that is incredible.
But
I
yeah,
love your setup.
so flag. Oh, thank you. It's literally, guys. You want me to show you the cheats? It's literally all. It's all just.
Wow,
It's all just.
that's
It's basically.
incredible.
It's just a backdrop. Like I just put
Yeah, but you
curtains.
did
It's
really
kind of like
good
the
just
shows
giving
too.
it depth. It's like it has got a lot of depth and like it's works really good. Yeah.
I'm a professional. I'm like when it comes to
You could
stage
tell.
and performance, I'm down. I'm in.
Oh
Okay,
goodness.
Mexican long hair. Yes, come join us. Just email me.
Awesome.
There you go. Mandy just put it in the thank you, Mandy. Hi, honey bunch. That's my mod.
Good to see you,
They
Mandy.
are awesome.
And if you don't know, Mandy actually has a Twitch channel where she streams gaming, guys. So go check out Mandy's channel on Twitch. She's awesome. Yeah. That's a market that I'm like, or an audience space that I'm trying to kind of like expose Scientology to is Twitch and Kick,
That's so
because
smart.
I feel like a lot of people aren't really streaming to those platforms, and I feel like the viewers that are on YouTube don't necessarily go to Twitch or Kick, and vice versa. Whoever's on Twitch isn't going to YouTube very often, if that makes sense. But we'll see. Just trying to get eyes on it as much as possible. Yes.
I love that. No, I love that. I think that any outlet, like nobody, L. Ron Hubbard did not predict the internet. This idiot literally thought he was so powerful and magical, and not once in his OT materials of any sort did he ever write, oh, there's going to be this airwave thing where you're going to be able to just send messages and emails. He didn't predict any of that. He's a con artist. He literally is a con artist. And that is the thing that is destroying Scientology, is us being on streams and on all sorts of platforms that are going to just reach out to the world. And the more the world knows about Scientology, the more they're not going to be interested in it being in their area, in their neighborhoods, in their cities, things like that. So I think you guys are so freaking smart. I'm not going to be able to be on freaking chat. Okay, awesome. I'm getting you up here, Mexican long hair. Thank you. I'm so excited. But I'm not going to be on Twitch being as good as Mandy and everybody is. Like, I don't even fucking know what that is. I just know people play like great. Do what everybody. Oh, that's a great idea, Danny. I need to pin my I need to pin my BT to my I need to keep it to me. Anyways, so in any outlets, like the fact that Jay, you went out and that oh sorry, let me get this to MLH. But that
All
you
good.
just started and went to the org, and now there's more people out there, and like
Right.
the fact that you had that interaction with the old man who thinks it's okay to just smack and break somebody's camera. Oh, well, it's okay if it's too suppressive, things like that. It's like, no, dude, you're going to learn whether you like it or not.
And that just goes to show their mentality for that. For just a quick reference, that man. I mean, they literally operate as if they are above common, decency or general law of the land. When you're, presenting yourself that way and doing those actions, it speaks for itself. I don't even have to say anything at that point. Like you're kind of making your own bed that you're going to be laying in, and it's really cool now because we have this media that is so direct. Like the three of us are connecting in the moment, different time zones across the country, right? And being able to talk about our experiences right now. A decade ago, this wouldn't have been possible as far as a live interaction experience. So, this has been going on for 2 decades or more at this point, trying to take down Scientology. It's just kind of like a revitalization and another strong push against them, and with the new technology of live streaming and being able to connect in the moment, it's really powerful. And I do think that they are going to be affected pretty deeply by this new generation, this new era.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it for sure. Yeah, Danny needs to show his shirt, taking down Scientology. Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Let me get up. No, I'm not sure if you guys can see it.
Traveling Squirrel Squad. Yes, taking down Scientology. Traveling Squirrel Squad. That's awesome.
That is too cool.
And it has the blue SBTV on the sleeve or something?
No, it's our
Leah. That's
Leah
so cool.
and Danny, and at the bottom it has the number and everything.
Nice.
That is so cool.
So like the SBTV thing.
You got to bend over more, Danny. You have to bend over more.
Well, you take it off.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Nice. That's so cool.
And then we're gonna update the cities because we're gonna be traveling to other locations and whatnot.
I love how y'all signed the t-shirt. I don't know whose t-shirt it was, but whoever got that t-shirt signed out in Clearwater with the most recent meetup, that was a good idea, just in the moment. What's up,
Yeah.
MLH?
What up,
What's up,
MLH?
everybody? How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sound good.
Right. All right. I just thought I'd come up. I didn't want Jay or Danny to steal all the spotlight here,
Yeah,
so
they need to split it up a bit.
they needed to be, pegged down a little bit, to set things straight. But no, I just came up to say hi, Laura. I been watching your content for a little while now, and I really like it, and I like the message. People
Thanks,
asked me to
Andrew.
come up. They wanted to see my new haircut. They thought I cut my hair completely. I can honestly tell you, it's still here. It looks a lot better. It was just like a trim. It wasn't. People were freaking out about it. I'm not Mexican short hair or medium hair. It's still long hair. So all good. All good in the hair.
That would have screwed you up.
Oh man, everybody would
You
have
would have
chastised
your
me
whole
after that.
platform would have went
I
down.
know.
Yeah,
It
that
would
would
have
be a
been. I would have
major
to change
rebranding.
branding and everything. It would have been awful.
Yeah,
But
they-
yeah.
I mean, but then in the long run, you could have like small hair, medium. You could be like, oh, damn, you've been a long-term fan.
Yeah,
Right.
those would be good emote ideas, MLH. You could have them like for a new subscriber or a new member, they could have the short hair. Like
Right.
maybe coming back for the second month, they'll have medium hair, and the third month, they'll have long hair. uh,
Different tiers. Like the first members are the
yeah.
short hairs. The next tier is like the medium hair, and then the ultimate is the long hair. I
Can I
got
say
it.
something? Can I say something weird? I mean, yeah, I can. I when I first saw MLH, like I don't know if you guys, I'm sure all you boys have done some sort of construction in your life, and I'm sure you've heard the term RCH. You guys
My
have
dad
not
was in
heard this?
construction for
Oh my
years and
god.
years and years. I have no idea what you're talking about, Laura.
Okay, we'll just keep it at that then.
I guess I got to do some research when I
Like,
get off of this.
wait, listen. So, like, if I'm holding up a piece of wood,
Okay.
if
Okay.
I'm holding up a piece of wood
Uh-huh.
and I say, "Oh, just move it over an RCH." You've never heard that term?
I've never heard that, Laura, in my
All
entire
right.
life.
So then
No.
when I saw your it said MLH and I was like, what could he be talking about? Mexican long hair. Okay, close enough.
I need. What's going on in the comments? Let me see.
I know. I'm reading that.
What's RCH? I'm waiting for somebody to spill the beans on the whole tea. I'm gonna have to
Me
look this
too.
up.
Me too.
That is too fun. That is too fun. So, Laura, you were talking
Wow.
about a few different days where you're going to be doing a concert, right? It was the beginning of this upcoming month, right? The 4th?
Yeah, so no, so I have a show this April 18th,
The
Thursday.
18th?
Like how we
Okay.
just changed that right away. I have a show this Thursday at 8 p.m. at the Art Share Theater downtown Los Angeles. It's called the Art
Okay.
Share. Art Share, like you're sharing art. Art Share
Nice.
LA, and that's at 8 p.m. And then we're playing the Viper Room May 4th, Saturday at 8 p.m. as well.
May
I know I
4th.
asked you
Nice,
this,
guys.
Laura, but
We're gonna miss it.
Oh,
What's
sorry,
that?
Danny. You need to come to
Wait,
Denver and do
it's
the
this
show
Thursday.
here. It would be awesome. Sorry, Danny, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good, man.
But come to Denver, Laura. There's a lot of people here that would come out and force to see you for sure. But I want special VIP tickets though.
Yeah. Well, obviously, all the SVTV channel holders get VIP tickets for sure.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would definitely pay for my entry for sure.
No. So yeah, Denver is actually Denver and Portland. Like I definitely want to do a whole little trip. So I think that's gonna be one of my first tour things is gonna be that.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get over to Clearwater and do some shit out there. That would be really fun, just to be performing in Clearwater.
Clearwater would be perfect.
I'm willing to come back.
I don't know if you could get a venue in Clearwater, Laura. I think you'd be banned there.
The park, they have the big park now, and that's public. That's a public big stage park right by the sandcastle. How amazing would that be to get? So, we got some few things. They don't own who gets booked at that, that park.
Right,
There's no way, there's no way. I'm sure
I'm
they've
pretty sure
had
there's a
all
nice
kinds.
venue like that here too. It's like a public venue where it's outdoors and it's like a public space that you could rent out essentially. Those are kind of the
Yeah.
best ones.
That's the thing. That's exactly what this is. I want to, so we're already starting it because I'm already writing like these Denver. I'm definitely going Denver, the Boulder. I have people in Boulder that I need to see anyways. I've got like, there's so many people in Colorado by itself that give me enough reason to go there. Plus all the SPTV supporters and the people that would love to just see a show. Denver, I've heard so many people are like, my friend Suzanne is like, you'd be like the big fish in a small pond. They would just suck you up here. And I was like, okay.
You would absolutely fit right into Denver. They would love, love, love Lower FM out here for sure. And you will be loved when you're out here. It'll be
I'm
awesome.
so excited. I'm literally so excited. And the fact that I can smoke pretty much anywhere there where they're not going to.
Yeah. Yeah. The OT 420 just blaze.
So Danny, well, everybody, that's your merch shirt, right, Danny? For you and Leah, like people can support that. And
we're still working on it.
Okay.
Actually, one of the viewers,
one of a kind,
one of our viewers named Sandra, OT420 Sandra, I believe. That's her username. She's the one that made it for us. But it was like my idea. I was working on it in the middle of the night with the chat and listening to music, and she made it. She made it come true before coming to Clearwater. She did a same day rush job.
I love the sleeves. I love how it says y'all's names on the sleeves. That's a really good touch, and just kind of the font. It looks kind of cool too. It's really, really catchy. It came out pretty good, especially for like kind of working on it pretty quick. That's impressive.
I was working. I was working on it during, I guess, the middle of the night. In the morning, she texted me, and at night, she already had before going to Clearwater. So the same day, pretty much.
That is impressive. That is a really fast turnaround. That's super cool.
And so I was just saying, so I just like that when people have their merch or shirts, like from things that they've created by being obviously part of this, like, push or whatever. So funny. We're like, it's not a group. It's not a gang. It's not they're like, it's a push. It's called a push.
Nobody wants RICO charge. Nobody wants to be involved with RICO charges, which is completely understandable.
You joke about that,
it is.
But
it's not shit is happening. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I hesitated. I was like, let me say another word that hasn't been used yet. A push.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
You joke about it, Jay, but people in Denver have been, and I know people in LA too. I can think of at least one like major, like 1A auditor kind of person. I don't consider myself any one thing, but yeah, there's a guy in Los Angeles that's going through RICO charges for the same shit. Like you can't even pretend like you're like any type of organization, or organize anything without being considered.
Not only that, they're trying to get people on tape I still call it tape, on video, saying that, oh yeah, well, we're a group that cares. Oh, you said group. Oh, we're, it's like, no, stop that. We're going to be very fucking clear. Nobody made Denver Jay go to fucking the thing. Right. Nobody made Danny. They literally came because they were like, I'm interested in this movement or whatever you want to call this. I'm interested in what they are trying to do. I am and I just love that so much. So it's not that I'm joking about it. I'm really just being like, this push is so amazing because like I said at the beginning of this, we all come in from whole different aspects and reasons why.
It's so incredible to see that. Like everybody brings a different thing to the table as an individual. Everybody speaks to a different ear. Everybody has a different skill set to help another with. Like Danny's super skilled with coding and he knows a lot about that stuff. Pearl Snappy is really good at like cybersecurity. MLH with like his First Amendment rights. Same with, William Good. It's just awesome to see when we're able to kind of like lean on each other's strengths in a way. And it's really, like you just kind of got to do it yourself, right? Because nobody is going to be there to make you. You got to just find it in your heart to want to like do something good and do something productive, or try to use your voice in an honest way and trying to help others in whatever way you could. So it is pretty cool what one person can do, and because it really did, it's kind of crazy just what one person is able to do on their own, whether it's just a one person protest or just kind of trying to spread that word by yourself. It doesn't take a huge group to um, start
And
getting to people's in like planting the seed.
and as we all learn from each other, like the chalking and everything, it's just great. Like, oh, that's a great idea. And then as you do it, you're going like, oh, look, people are walking by going like, yes. You're actually seeing it's not even just about protesting. You're going like, look, we didn't have any
Exactly.
direction of where to start in this. So we just do things and we say, oh, the people that we're protesting against are clearly not happy about this. Good. This needs to be exposed. And the people walking by are going, oh, thank God. Good job. Oh, bless you guys for doing this. They are literally using their own beliefs saying, yes, even this cult or whatever is negative. This is not a good. So it's like in a really amazing just through art. I know that sounds silly, something simple as chalking or even just having a really beautiful conversation with somebody or whatever it is as they're walking by has such a huge effect because there's three things. You're teaching people or you're learning from people. And you're also seeing the statistics of the people around you in the environment that are very much not accepting this fucking cult. Like they're not happy with it. And even if they have to be quiet or hush, hush, they literally are secretly going, again, you guys are amazing. That happens so many times that we can't put it on camera. And it's so amazing. It gives us it gives us strength. That was the third thing. It allows us to learn and become a better person of who we are, trying to send the message that we're sending. Like there's no way it can go wrong. Like MLH, what made you I guess what my question is when I first saw you is when you came up and defended Jay. That was the first time I was like, oh, who is this guy? And you had that like mixture of streets and DOA kind of vibe. It was like, you kind of had like, no, get on. And Jay did. And I was like, oh, whoa, I had to like scroll. I went back like an hour and put you on double speed just so I could hurry up and quickly get your vibe. Yeah, I was getting vibe. But then I was like, that's so cool. My MLH, what made you start looking at Denver or Denver Jay?
Yeah, let me mention a couple of things here. One, I want to give Jay a lot of credit because he did one of the most amazing things I've ever seen anybody do in a protest. He took 4 hours out of his time to write every name of the kid on that Liz Gale list on the sidewalk. It was amazing. You guys got to check out that stream. It was awesome. But to answer your question, Laura, Ellie actually had a really good idea. I know everybody knows who Ellie. She's my super mod. She's a mod god. I know she doesn't want me to say it, but she really is. Deserves a lot of credit. She's awesome. But she had an idea, and I kind of had the same sentiment too. I was noticing these Scientology protests, but there was something missing to them. I was noticing other people's chats, like when the cops showed up, like these Scientology protesters had really no real clue what to do when the cops showed up, right? So they were getting kind of pushed around. They were not understanding the laws in their localities and stuff like that. So Ellie had the brilliant idea. She said, "You know what? There's this guy in Denver. His name is Jay, and he's amazing. He's doing these one man protests in Denver. You need to go over there and help him out." And so I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in that. I know the dangers of Scientology. I've never been in or anything like that, but I know I'm not. I mean, I've known about Scientology for decades. Like and their misuse of elderly people and kids and the whole works. I didn't know the inner workings like you did, Laura, but I definitely had a good sense of what it was, and to me, it did seem like an actual cult, like a
Right.
worldwide phenomenon cult type thing. And so there was a day where Jay was protesting, and all of a sudden the cops SWAT him, and they put him in handcuffs, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I'm 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. I'm getting there, and I'm going to handle these fucking cops because I know the way they are here in Denver. I know the inner workings of the Denver PD, the Aurora PD, all the surrounding little suburbs of Denver. They call it the Denver metro area. And I know how these people work. I know the laws here. So they are getting him out of handcuffs because he did nothing wrong but
Yeah.
protest, which is protected by the First Amendment. So that's the answer to your question, Laura. I hate it when people are mistreated. I've done it several times before when I'm just driving in my car. I'll cop watch. I'll see somebody get pulled over, and I don't want anybody hurt here in the city, whether it's people or cops. People have this misconception about people like myself in Streets LA that we are anti-cop and we hate all cops and all this. No, none of that. What I am anti is anti-corruption, and I'm anti taking advantage of people, and I'm anti corruption. Period. So if there's any of that shit going on, like what happened to Jay, I'm gonna be there. And if you guys notice, the second time that I was with Jay, we got swatted again, or Jay got swatted again. But this time, since I was there, they didn't put Jay in handcuffs. They didn't put me in handcuffs. There's a reason for that because I knew what I was talking about when I was there. And if you guys can check out that second swatting of Jay when I was there,
I
there
saw
was
that.
there was some complaints that led to me getting roughed up at the Denver PD, which is an ongoing thing that can't really talk about right now. But I will fight these things all the way to the end. You know, whatever end that is, whether it's filing complaints and getting resolution that way, or not filing complaints and filing FOIA requests or body cameras or any of that stuff. I'll go the extra mile to get that information for the people because it is the people's information, and people need to know not only about the cops, but they need to know about Scientology and all the BS going on within that organization, if you will call
Yeah.
that the cult. So yeah,
And have you found in Denver specifically that the police are very much for some, I mean, we find, Danny knows, we see it directly in LA that certain cops are paid extra money for certain events. And right there, just the permit alone for their last little private event that had nothing, not the Easter, the private event that they were being paid for, only the permit was $6,800 something dollars. So just the permit for that is that, imagine what Scientology is being paid. It's just crazy. But what I'm saying is the Denver police, have you found that they actually are somewhere making money or having some, are they jamming with them at police parties, at Scientology events and shit like that? Like,
I
are you
am
finding that?
I am working on the connections between
Like where
Scientology.
they're donate, like how much, because it's pretty, I think some of them are actually open. It would be interesting just to see if they openly say, yes, Scientology donates this much to Denver police.
No, I am working on that, and
Okay.
me and some other people, including Ellie, are exposing a little bit of it. Laura, it was about 12 years ago that Denver, the old police chief, I think his name was Chief Blake, but he's long gone by now. But they did this whole welcoming of Scientology to Denver. So I know that Scientology is paying them some decent money, whatever that may be. But I will uncover it at some point, and we will get to the bottom of the link between Scientology and the Denver PD, no doubt. But there is
Cool.
no doubt in my mind, just because of the way they have treated Jay, the way that they've acted when they went into that Scientology building, the way that they act in general with people while they're protesting there at the Scientology building. So there's no concrete proof other than what I told you. We did uncover that little welcoming ceremony thing with the chief of Denver at the time. But I will tell you this: Denver cops
Wait,
make a
wait,
shit ton of money. I'm
wait,
sorry, go
you
ahead.
said what about the cheat? Did what uncovering?
Okay, so about 12 years ago, there was a welcoming, like an event. I can't remember where it was. I'd have to look up the article again. But there was a welcoming of Scientology to Denver by the
Yeah.
chief of police at the time.
This
So
is exactly where I'm getting to.
yeah,
They have programs, I'm telling you from internal, okay? They have
yeah.
programs where they are part of infiltrating. They don't want to call it that, but infiltrating the government and who takes power and control the city. You literally get in good and have the representative, the chief of police, or have these police officers jamming with these Scientologists at Celebrity Center to make it look like Scientology, oh, they got power. They got power. Look, the police officers are, and they are literally friendly, like in events with them, getting rewards and packages and things like this, and having special favors done for them, etc. Plus getting paid their overtime and whatever benefits else they get without us knowing.
That's a great point, Laura. Now, most of the officers in Denver, I guarantee if you look up most of the officers, they're anywhere from probably 75,000 to well over 100,000 in base pay. But they get a lot of overtime. They do a lot of side gigs for like all kinds of events. I mean, these people are paid big time money. There is big time money in being a police officer. So I don't begrudge anybody for making a shit ton of money. What I do begrudge
No,
people
it's just where you coming from. If you're getting it from Metallica or Scientology, like there's a big difference.
There's a difference with the money. If you're doing it corruptly, like the Denver PD is, then I will try to expose that. And I have. I've gotten FOIA request after FOIA request of police officers' salaries and what they're making and what their base pay is. What they never tell you is the extra on the side pay that they get. And I guarantee Scientology is siphoning some of that money to police officers and government officials, politicians. It would not surprise me in the least to find out, just like in LA, that a lot of the politicians here in Denver are in the pocket of Scientology. So, I mean, just buckle up, because it's only going to get more wild from here. Everybody in Denver, LA, Chicago, Austin, everywhere, Clearwater. It's starting to get exposed with this particular movement, for sure.
Yeah, I think something that I want to start doing is starting to look into some of the properties that they own and seeing if they're actually being utilized. Because, like in New Haven, Connecticut, recently, how they actually lost that tax exempt status. So even if it's a mission, maybe if we're able to start kind of getting like affecting them in that way, that would be pretty cool. Like getting a request of, or getting an investigation done by the tax office on the use of the properties that they own, because I know a lot of them sit empty, and at the end of the day, the government wants their money just as much as Scientology does. So when they're able to see that they're losing a large amount of money by them not utilizing this property appropriately, and they could, if you were to tax it, you're going to be making this amount or whatever. So
also,
that might be another.
One thing we did not too long ago is we went to a town, like one of their, like the Hollywood meetings, and even just to address and speak to whoever's trying, whoever's the new member becoming whatever, but going in and seeing where their little meetings are for the city, and just showing up and being like, hey, and only mentioning, is there a way that we can talk about the Scientology buildings and their presence here in Denver? It's like, can we even have a meeting that would discuss, and can we get a poll on whether we even want this here or not? And are these people aware of what Scientology is doing? And do you, or another one is just saying, is there a way that we can have a meeting, or is there an outlet where there can be a discussion about Scientology's tax status? Anyway, so things like that, they just need to be mentioned, and you can see some people will be like, yeah, I'm down for that right away, and some people are like, well, we've never had that question asked before, or whatever, right? So at least and they're aware, like, oh, okay, this is coming up.
Yeah, that's a great point, Laura. That's the only way that cult's going to be taken down, is if they get their tax exempt status taken away from them. I think the criminality alone should make all government officials wary of that particular organization, and just, the fact that they're getting tax exempt status just boils my blood. Like it's one of the most egregious things that's going on amongst a bunch of egregious things that are going on within our government. That's got to be looked at. That really
not only are they not paying the tax status, they use up. By literally, they're using the fire department and the police officers and everybody as a defense, as a weapon against the protesters, exposing their poison. Literally.
Yep. Yeah, and it's
in
super
Denver, out of all places. In Denver, you would think that people have a very bit like open opinion to be able to say what they feel. Like
Right,
that
right,
seems like a normal thing in Denver. But when it comes to Scientology, you better be quiet. All of a
right,
sudden you're like a
right.
bomb threater or whatever it is. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Well,
What?
you're talking about the swatting, Laura, and I've seen it breaks my heart every time I think about what when it happened to Jay and when it happened to DOA, because that could be the end of either one of them. I was watching those streams in absolute horror. And I couldn't do anything, obviously, in the one in LA. But if you're in Denver and that shit's going on and I know about it, I'm going to be there to make sure that you're not going to pull that trigger. You're not going to beat somebody up just because piece of shit Scientology decided to call the cops and SWAT you. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if you're listening, anybody from Scientology, then you guys really need to think about that and stop that shit. You guys are better people in there. I know it. Laura knows it. She was in that cult. Just completely stop that shit. We are human beings just like the rest of everybody out there. I would never do that to any of you, and you shouldn't do it to good people like Jay. Jay, I'm going to tell you right now, I've had the pleasure of meeting Jay on quite a few occasions. He is the same, if not a better person than what you guys see in camera. So it's not cool in any shape, form, or fashion. We need more people like Jay and DOA to be doing exactly what they're doing. They are the future of the movement and the future of getting rid of piece of shit cults like Scientology. So yeah, it needs to stop. That swatting is the worst. I know there were a lot of people that felt the same way. Like it almost brings you to tears how close people come to getting killed or beat up or whatever. It's just ridiculous, and that shit needs to stop immediately. Period. And anybody who does that needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law too. And the cops need to take that super seriously
Which
because somebody
I
could
think
have
I
got
think
killed.
right, and I also think, like, with you showing up the first time you did show up when you were like, "That's it," like, before
Yeah.
anything, I think that and I don't know, tell me if you feel the same way, Jay. I feel like you seeing that, dealing with that, understanding more and more the mentality of a Sea Org member, what they think is okay. They don't really understand that assaulting is a fucking assault. Like, and then how you handled the guy being like, no, this is unacceptable. This is actually, if you want to put it in Sea Org terms, this is how we get your ethics in. We're fucking getting your ethics in because you can't fucking think for yourself anymore.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like,
Like you stepped into the real world and there's real consequences out here. You're not able to lie to each other until it sounds like the truth. I'm sorry.
right. And I bet
Um,
your adrenaline's pumping and you're going like, holy shit. And then you're going, I'm doing the right thing. So,
yeah,
whatever.
no,
I'm
I
just gonna
mean,
keep going. I don't know if you've ever had
my
an experience like that before.
No, that was the first time I've ever had to react to anything like that. And my anxiety, my adrenaline, everything was like higher than had ever been in my life because I'm over here essentially in fear of what's going to happen next. Am I going to get tackled off this man knowing that I was just the one who was assaulted and had my property, attempted to be stolen twice now? And, it was a very nerve-wracking experience just waiting for the police to understand how that would have, what was to come from all that because yeah, I
I
mean,
was like, I couldn't
just
even
you don't know
imagine.
what you're gonna do until you're in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's you could think about it, you could run it through your head so many times. You could say you're prepared, you could read a book or whatever, but until you're actually in the moment, whether you're having to defend yourself, defend your life, defend another, life, you just don't know how you're gonna react. So I'm just
Yeah.
glad I managed to hold it together and do the appropriate things because it was very difficult to like yeah,
I mean, I feel like
it was
I
difficult.
matured. I feel like I matured watching you go through that. I feel like I was like, okay, okay, okay. I can feel Jay's a little heated right now, but I can hear him controlling himself and like, I don't know. It just felt really cool. Jay just cut out. But yeah, so I felt like I matured a little bit from that as well. I wanted to pull up ACU Punk because they are a smaller channel. Hi, hun.
Hi.
And they also, I mean, you explain.
So it's Acupunk because I'm
Acupunk.
acupuncturist. Yeah.
I was all AC/DC fan and a punk rock
I know.
fan.
It's so funny. Yeah. So I met Danny at the Austin opening. But I've been following this stuff for longer than you've been out of Scientology. um, but yeah, it's interesting because, you know, there's small channels and big channels. And when I was out protesting with Selfless Self and Pearl Snappy and Dan Walks LA out on Friday night, they all left the whole stream. I had like 15 people at the most in my stream because they're there, you know, and then we get swatted, they leave. And then all of a sudden my chat bumps up to 90, you know, 90 people watching. And it was like, then all the Scientologists came out after they left. Like they were hiding in the building until all those guys left. It was crazy.
But how was that experience? Doesn't it feel like it gave you more like, okay, is this how it's going?
Yeah.
It's almost like you're getting into the game now. You're like, oh, this is how they play it. Oh, wow.
100%. I was like, oh, they're leaving. This is the whole tactic. Like now they've been swatted. I mean, you guys, there were six fire trucks, like 8. It was insane. I heard helicopters above, and then like after all of them leave, here we go, like Scientologists coming out the back door. Yeah. And my adrenaline was so up, but I was like, oh, they want me to leave. That's why, you know, and so I'm going to stay here, even though I'm by myself. I'm with the, 90 other people watching at least.
They literally are watching the stream and waiting for you to end or waiting for you to leave. I've seen it before. Like you'll end stream. All right, bye guys, whatever. I end stream. I'm sitting in the vehicle for 10, 15, not 15 minutes, 10, 12 minutes or whatever, you know, decompressing, getting myself ready to leave. And then I'll see like, you know, people in suits are clearly distinguished members of the org, you know, then leaving. Like they were instructed to not leave until I ended stream or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
AJ, you should stay there until like 11 o'clock at night and keep them hostage in their own building.
Yeah.
Or you just
like Chris without a Hellcat.
You're leaving. No, you could just say, all right, see you later. All right, gotta go, guys. And then the streamer in the chat, you'll be like, you just kidding. I know you.
Yeah.
And then you stay on and you just hide in your truck and whatever. Just go around the block. And 1 minute later, you will see them like fuzzling out. It's so insane, guys. Did that happen in Clearwater, Danny? Did you see that in Clearwater at all? Trying to get like certain people to load on quickly in certain bus areas. Like,
well, we were blocking the parking lot that they have because they were all coming through there. They ended up taking them to the back of the building, like to another building, pretty much to unload them.
Yep. So they did this all the time to us in Clearwater. We would literally be hiding from we called them the picketers. It's like an older generational way of saying protesters, I guess.
The picketers, yeah.
The picketers. And so I was like, no, there's picketers out there. Like, don't go outside. I'd be like HBO, and then I would be like peeking through the thing like, Xenu, what's Xenu? Okay.
I'm old enough to remember that term picketers, Laura. So yeah.
I'm older too.
It's so wonderful hearing that perspective too, of seeing the picketers kind of like peeking out and like, oh my God, what are they doing? You know, just because like it's so
they have to know something because it's two things. They think like, oh, I'm able to confront it. I can look, or they're like, I'm curious. What does it say? It's like two things. Like either way, there's a reason that they're poking out. It's not just to see. Like they should be so busy doing something. They're clearly bored as fuck, and they're more interested in who are these people causing us to stay in here for so long.
Yeah. It's insane. And
also I didn't know. Sorry, one last thing. I didn't know what Xenu was, or even how to say it. I just remember peeking out the Fort Harrison at the ballroom, looking down and seeing XENU, and I was like, okay, that's some crazy thing. I don't even know. Like and then later on going, Xenu. Oh, I saw that on the picketer sign.
Yeah, Xenu. I can't believe people actually believe that shit. Hey, Laura, I have a question for you. Do you actually think that people inside actually believe the Xenu nonsense?
No. Wait. No, yeah, that's right. ACU Punk is right. There's AcuPunk. I always say ACU because now I'm ACDC, but AcuPunk is right. No, they don't even know about it. You have to be like Grant Cardone and all these idiots that are brainwashed to be paying money for this. You are
Oh,
paying money, so you are already gone. You see why Scientology is so grotesque. You look at
yeah.
Grant Cardone or Tom Cruise, and they act like they're just regular, outgoing guys, and they're literally no, man. They have read about Xenu and the bombs and and everything. It's not a joke, and they get very uncomfortable when you talk when even people joke about it. They can't even answer. They deny it all. And that is, they pay money for this. They are auditing BTs like little Lara here covering the microphone. They are auditing BTs off of you to become the person that you are and nobody else. Because all these aberrations, if you're a child molester or if you're a rapist like Danny Masterson, these are just like, this is why you don't go to the police, because they just put you in jail. They don't really handle you. Instead, you should be getting auditing so that the BTs get off of you, because it's not really
I think
you.
that's what I gather the most is that the audience, the
But
auditing
you have
is
to
the
pay all the way up.
yeah.
My dad has been in for 45 plus years. He has done more for the Sea Org and everybody, and he's not even achieved the state of clear.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So you have to go clear before you could start working on your operating theta levels.
100%. There's a
I
bridge
see.
to total freedom, and the bottom is where you start. Child's communication course all the way down,
Wow.
goes all the
Wow.
way up.
Yeah, and I guess I
Wow.
It's
should be lucky.
disgusting.
I'm thankful for LSD because I think my father would have
Same.
100% joined the Sea Org if he had been, not done drugs. I don't even know my
Praise
family's story.
LSD.
They were both in Scientology, but like I was
So
born
how
in,
old
but
were
not
you?
raised.
No, how old were you? I guess when
So
did you do LSD?
no, he did LSD. I'm saying my father did. He would have
So
joined
then
the
he
Sea
wasn't
Org.
allowed to join the Sea Org. So,
That
but then
well,
was
I don't. Yeah, I don't
well,
know the
whatever, yeah.
story. But the last thing I remember, like as far as my involvement, was like I remember going to a Dynetics book selling at a neighbor that lived around the corner when I was like 6 or 7. But one of the major, like I was like, oh fuck that shit, was I was must have been like 10 years ago. I was on the ex Scientology Kids website. You remember that? And I was reading about contact assist, and I had no idea it was a Scientology thing. I had raised my son doing that, not knowing what it was. Like touch your arm, like, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't.
One of the first thing when I left the Sea Org, this is actually acupuncture, a huge point. This is what I yell and scream about when I say kids cannot consent, when Serge is yelling his fucking shit off on these live streams saying this shit. It's because if you are a hardcore Scientologist and you have children, those children are already doing things that are Scientology based. They don't even know. Even the parent doesn't even realize they're doing like contact assist. So that was one of the things when I left the Sea Org and was out in the outside world, when I got hurt, because I was still surrounded by some of my Scientology friends that had left as well. And they were the only people we knew. One of the things I realized is when I got hurt or something, they're like, do you want to do a contact assist? I was like embarrassed, but I was like, should I? Like, I'm out, but like, should I still do a contact? Like, should I try and see if it actually works now? Like that shit was still going through my mind. I didn't even realize that it was not a normal way of thinking. It's not like you get hurt, do a contact assist, touch it back.
I thought it was some hippie thing. And I was explaining it to my child, like, oh, the electrons in there are somehow, like I was making up some shit about what I thought it was.
I was saying like, oh, push the pain out. So I was saying like, I don't know, in my head. And they would also do this contact because you can't talk. You're like, so they trained us like somebody's hurt.
Oh, I never. Oh, wow.
So they would do it, and then some of the old cadets I had left, would be joking about it a little bit, like joking and degrading. Don't do that. That's a suppressive act. But they would be like, contact, like when they would be like shoving it in their face, like contact, like, and they'd be like, shh. But we were still thinking that way when you leave the Sea Org. So when people say, when did you leave? I'm like, yo, watching Jay and MLH outside dealing with people, I'm still leaving. I'm realizing, oh, that's how I used to think. And this is the level of how far I'm out so far. It's not like I've fully, completely, there's still shitty things that happen that I go, fuck, why do I do that? I hate that.
I mean, Laura, the idea that everything that you do that is bad, that happens to you, is your fault. You caused it. that
Right.
is something that I have believed my whole life, you know,
Yeah.
like that's just in
I
me because of how I was raised. It's
I
Well, that's
definitely still
horrible.
question it. I definitely, and it's mixed with taking responsibility, like
Oh,
taking
exactly.
real
There has to
responsibility,
be a
like where
balance. Yep.
or am I taking too much of somebody else's load and I'm like
Yeah.
supposed to fix it all because I created it. If I created it, if this happened around me, I created it because I'm very powerful. So I must have. So now I have to fix it.
Yep.
Well, you guys, they're all just bad people, right? That's the assumption. Everybody's just bad. And I have the opposite opinion of people in general. I think most people are good. We wouldn't be here as a species if we weren't
Agreed.
mostly
Agreed.
good,
100%.
you know? So that's just ridiculous. That's
But
just,
MLH in Scientology, one of L. Ron Hubbard's, what's true for you is true for you, or whatever. One of the things they say is man is basically good. So you sort of give this leeway of, oh, he's a bum, he's a DB, a degraded being if they're homeless or whatever, right? But they're basically good, but they chose to be in the situation they're in, so they don't deal with people like that.
oh my
They
God,
only
that's so
deal with
bad.
the able that are trying to be better. They're not interested in DBs or people that are not trying to be better because look where they are. Look where they are. Look where they chose to be.
I almost feel like gathering a bunch of unhoused people and telling them to go in there and tell them what they say, you know, but
It
I
was
don't want
saying
to
that
use,
about the blue building, saying
I,
like, hey,
yeah.
go there, and you don't want to be the starter of it, right? So you're
Well,
just saying like, there's no
I don't want
reason
to
for
use,
homeless people to not be on the sidewalks near the blue building as long as
right,
they're out of the way. But
right.
they get
I,
bullied by those security guards,
yeah,
Odo and all those people, and they call in these the city private. It's really screwed up. They really make it
yeah,
hard for people to just live and for Scientology to have some superior power in the city compared to other people.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
don't want to use unhoused people as props, you know. I would love to do that, or maybe just regular people that are dressed up like unhoused people, and just try to get them to go in there to get a glimpse of what actually goes on. I know it's one thing hearing, but it's another thing seeing. Maybe somebody can take some glasses, you know, like some video glasses in there, or a pen or something, and just get a good glimpse of what goes on inside of all of these buildings, you know, and just expose all of it, because I think it's all horseshit. You know, it's all bad, and there's good people in there, Laura. Jade.
We want that. If you guys are able to go in and you already know the deal, you guys see the streams. There's no way any one of us, any 5 of us on this screen right now are going to be able to walk into any
Yeah.
org without
I was
getting kicked
invited
out.
on Friday. I was invited. This couple that was walking into the org, they were like, they had some instrument, and I was streaming, and they were like, "Oh, hey!" And they started telling me all about this event they were having yesterday, and with poetry and music. And I was like, "Oh, are you inviting me?" And then I pointed to like Selfless Self and Dan Walks LA and Pearl Snappy. I was like, "Are they invited too?" She's like, "Everyone is welcome." I was like, "Okay."
That's the thing.
I'm gonna be in
Sometimes you'll get some
trouble.
people who are so new and so fresh. Like this morning, I had a guy who just joined, and I was over there. Hey, how's it going? I noticed a new face. I know he's new, so I'm immediately trying to set that immediate good rapport, having a good interaction, and he's just spilling the tea. Oh, I just joined. I'm a tier 1 expediter. This, that, and the other. It's like. He's like, we're walking back, and he's like, oh, there's a vodka bottle. I was like, oh yeah, that's how that thinks. I think we need to get that addressed or whatever. And he's just, we're just going back and forth joking as if like I'm a casual person who's, whatever. Some people just don't know. So you will catch that every now and again where you get the
Yeah.
fresh one. And fortunately, they're going to understand it for themselves, because he's probably going to get a sec check, some type of like, just for talking to me, he's going to be like, somebody's going to tell him, hey, you can't
Just
talk to
for
that guy.
Communicating.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, wait, I was just kind of like having a nice back and forth with a young man. Why am I getting addressed? Why am I having to, be addressed now that I just had a decent conversation? So
That's how you think, but I feel like they go, oh, he's an SP. Oh, he was being 1-1. Like you were being covert. You aren't nice anymore. You're
I
not
see.
nice anymore in his head. They will change that
I
so
see.
quick. They'll be like, oh no, he's a 1-1 SP.
But that's
And they'll be
That
like,
makes
oh,
sense.
that's why he
cheaters
fooled
always
me.
accusing other people of cheating. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they
You know what
accuse you of being
my
1-1
goal,
because they're always 1-1.
yeah, my goal, all right, now that I'm knee deep in this. Thanks, Jay. My goal really is to just take one person from that Denver org, just one, and have a good conversation over lunch. I'll pay for the lunch. If anybody's watching and you're in the Denver organization and you want to know more, you can contact me if you can. I know they probably watch your emails and all that shit, but MexicanLonghair@gmail.com. Let's set up a time. I'll go out, we'll talk and have a beer or drink or whatever, nice lunch, dinner, and it's so much better on the outside than inside. I mean, I've gathered that from so many people that have been in there and been abused or been abusive to others and maybe not even know it. So it's time for all of you to find somebody on the outside, get with them, the SPTV Foundation, and just get with somebody and find out that life is better without the cult. It is. It simply is. Laura will tell you that. All the former members will tell you that have been out. I just wish people like Tori Magoo could get her money back, and stuff like that. But in lieu of that, just get your life back, get your family back, get everything back, get life back in general. But that's what I want to do. I want to get one person from that organization and pull them out and keep them out.
Laura, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, that was it. Just kidding.
I just heard this. I just heard about, like, my mother used to scream present time all the time, and this is just something very recently that's a Scientology thing. Can you talk? Can you speak to that?
Yeah, it's literally telling you to get out of your reactive mind. So whatever you're doing, you're dramatizing, you're banky. They also call it the bank, the reactive mind bank. So it's like a physical, like it's almost like you're clearing. That's what clearing the planet is, right? So get in present time means be right here instead of in your bank, in your reactive mind.
I mean, this
and
is
so she's yelling present time now, like knock off your tears, knock off the emotion, get in present time, get in PT,
yell that to my
get
father,
in PT. Yeah.
Yep. She would be like, present time, Christopher. Yeah. Oh my God. So cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, because even an argument or anything loud or angry, any emotion isn't present. It's something in the past. So you're being emotional about something that is already happened. And so they're yelling, stay in the now, and which is basically reminding you of the hypnotic therapy that they're doing, which is auditing, where they're getting you to numb your emotions. So at a certain point, you can't even hear your daughter yelling at you on a fucking sidewalk, and you keep walking by because you're like, oh my God, what an SP, I'm strong. You're doing the auditing back to yourself. Yeah,
that's crazy. They would hate Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah,
anger is a gift, right?
Well, there's people who, like, I know of Rage Against the Machine because of some kids and cadets that when I grew up with them, they were a little older, they were playing it, and sometimes it would get banned or, hey, you're not allowed to listen to it. But really, I knew of them because they were kind of, but then they would just shift it, like they would shift like, yeah, our anger is to the world because those psychiatrists suck. So they'll just shift the way you hear Rage Against the Machine.
I also just want to say one thing about MEST, the MEST, matter, energy,
space, time.
Yeah, space and time.
The MEST universe. That's all like
4+ years of acupuncture, Chinese medicine school. That is totally part of Chinese medicine. Like, it's so cringy that, like, Scientology, which is newer than Chinese medicine.
Yeah, I say this all the time. People are like, well, some of the things in Scientology are good. Like, I remember, and I'm like, that was taken from somebody that already exists. Like, L. Ron Hubbard was no fucking genius. He was a con artist, and he literally had really mentally fucked up ideas and ways of being. And he demanded certain things, and he taught people that certain things were not normal, that were normal, and he fucked everything up. He's just so disgusting. There's nothing good about Scientology.
I like talking about the way he died.
Smoking Scientologist, because he said that, like, you quit, you're gonna get lung cancer. It's like, oh my gosh.
And that's coming from a guy that died alone in his trailer under psych meds, man. So
They
crazy.
don't even know though.
I know. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like I don't know. I feel so bad for those people, Laura. It's hard to be mad at them.
I mean, if somebody has, like I said, the only thing I know is doing the protesting and planting any sort of words, or because all Scientology is hypnotic words and repetitive stuff over and over and over again, and controlled time, space, everything. So I just feel like all we can do is doing all this, and it is working to some degree. We're getting, you know how you're like pulling up little pieces out of like a carpet, or you're unraveling something. It's like it's really hard at the beginning, but when you just and then all of a sudden it starts to all fall. Like that's what's happening right now, and there's no other, like, give us some other fucking way, like, other than like you guys are talking about the Twitch, getting on Twitch. Give us, sure, these are great outlets. Give us more ways of getting internal, because what we do need is people internally to come out to also go to the feds and everybody and let them know what's happening. So the more we can get them out, the more Denver J is holding somebody down saying, no, you're going to learn the outside laws, because then you're going to maybe realize this, elderly abuse is not okay. Like, you thought this was bad holding you down. Imagine what they were making like this guy do inside the Sea Org after all of this, his amends.
And just
so
imagine,
he's gonna and the fact that Jay was just spitting out everything he could. I don't know if you were doing that on purpose, Jay, but like you just kept saying things like, look what you pulled in, like, and you just kept saying like this isn't gonna look good for you. Hey man, this guy's probably gonna go to the RPF. Like,
yeah, I need this guy to go to the RPF.
How is he joking about this? Wow, this is So I don't know. It's like we're breaking that freaking barrier, that the psychotic barrier. Scientology auditing puts people in this psychosis. They literally can't think for themselves, and all they talk about is think for yourself, and what's true for you is true for you. Scientology, like, what?
And I just think about all of the people, like even in a family, right? How many people are questioning, but because of the snitch culture, they are never, like there's
how many people
question out. But
how many people question it and then get their ethics in right away before even notifying the ethics officer? They don't even let them know, hey, I'm thinking about leaving, because that's the first thing. You only can tell one person if you do want to leave. So it's so crazy. They're already, so even if they have people outside walking, if they heard you say something and they're like, why did he say, if you're not free to leave, you're not free. Like, I feel like you're right. Like, that gets them to think about, and so they start snitching on themselves. They'll literally start getting their own ethics and going, oh, am I thinking about leaving? Like, what are these other intentions?
Yeah.
It's like so crazy.
It's funny you mentioned that, because with the cops, the question always to ask, am I free to go? And they'll usually say, yeah, you're free to go. Well, if I'm free to go, I'm also free to stay, so it's a weird dichotomy, it's a weird thing to think about. Like, Scientology definitely has a lot in common with police forces and other weird cults and organizations. It's amazing to me that it took this many decades to finally get some people like Laura and Jay and everybody else on panel and to finally try to break this madness down. It's insanity, and it needs to change. It's crazy. I mean, I admire people like you, Laura, that were in and didn't have a real choice in the matter, and got the fuck out of there. I mean, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it's amazing, and you're an amazing person. I'm gonna have to leave here, guys, but I want to thank you for having me up, Laura. It's been an amazing combo. Everybody on panel, thank you guys.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
But I really appreciate everybody being there, and I'll see you guys on my channel at some point, I'm sure. And yeah, I got memberships now, so.
Thank you,
Later,
MLH. We'll see you
You have
soon.
a beautiful day, man. Talk to you.
Bye, Mexican long hair. Yeah, I missed you, Jay, when you came to visit. I didn't go out that day. I had planned on it when you were in Austin.
Oh, okay. Yes, that was such a quick thing. I wanted to stay there so much longer, but I had maybe 4 hours that evening with my parents, and I had to hit the road back to Colorado. So just getting out there for that 1 hour was as the most I could do. But I plan on getting back out to Austin, so there'll probably be a chance for us to meet again
Well,
in
I'm
the
planning on
future.
traveling, so I'm gonna
Nice,
be out other
nice.
places. So
Yes, I got to figure out what the next major city that hasn't really been protested in. Like look up the major cities and kind of see
yeah,
where we haven't really touched base, because I'm sure there's a few that haven't been touched just yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I did meet Danny at the opening, though.
I know that was great.
Yeah,
Meeting everyone in every opening in Chicago, Austin, and well, coming 42 hours to Clearwater. And meeting everyone out here. It's really great.
yeah. It's an amazing
Yeah.
community. Even though there's all this weird, freaking drama stuff, it's still like still amazing.
It's amazing.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
and so then
Welcome
at
to
certain
Texas, Laura.
Liz Ferris, if you want to join, let me know, honey bunch. You
Yes,
know
I'm
how.
actually probably in here like the next few minutes. I'm probably gonna have to slide out as well.
Yeah,
I need to
Perfect.
prepare
Okay,
for something
good.
in a little bit. But Laura, thank you so much for having me on. It
Denver,
was
thank you. Denver J, you're freaking awesome. I
yeah,
cannot wait. I cannot wait until yeah, maybe you let us know. We'll be watching your lives. You
yeah.
let us know what your plan is, because you're gonna have to make some sort of plan soon, right?
Yes, it's happening quicker than I could count. So I'll let y'all know once I have an idea what I'm doing. But kind of just taking it day by day. I do plan on getting out to California soon, though. I
We'll be
look forward to
waiting for
meeting
you.
y'all. And
Yes.
or you, and I'm sure Danny will be out there at some point when I'm out there. But anyways, guys, later. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye, Jay.
Awesome. Later.
Ciao.
Bye.
So yes, Liz, if you're in here, jump in. Just text me or whatever.
I heard Liz
you-
chatting when I was over at Pearl Snappies last night, and after Squirrel Fest, so I heard her on the phone with Liz a little bit.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I need to do oh wow, Danny, what's going on here? Are all the are all the BTs coming out?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh well.
So
Those-
Acupunk,
those
do
are
you
so
want to also? They're so cute. I want all them. Wait, so you got these all from Feral Cheryl?
Yes.
I need a
Aw.
goldenrod one. Do I have one? I feel like
that's some good hooker skills right there.
I love that. Yeah, hooker meaning crocheter hooker. Okay.
Well, that's where that's where the term hooker comes
Hooker.
from originally, is because they were like
What does
women
that
of the
mean?
night would crochet back in the day.
Oh, and if you were crocheting,
They
you're
were called hookers.
see, learning and loving. I need to know these things. I need to know these things. Okay, let's see what I have. Let's see if Liz is joining us.
Awesome.
Yay.
Here you go, little sexy baby. Let's see. Liz, let me know if I need to email it. Otherwise, you have it there in the thing I just sent you. So you could copy and paste it yourself and then send it to yourself and then join us, okay? Acupunk, I want you to quickly shout out your channel to everybody so that they can go subscribe to you really quickly, so we can fill up your subscription.
It's Acupunk.
It's literally right here. ACUPUNK.
Yep.
So I don't know how many subscribers you had before you jumped on here, but hopefully you'll have a lot more after.
Hopefully you have more.
Yeah. And then same with you, Danny. What's your tell everybody your channel?
Danny's Impact.
Danny's Impact. Like Danny had an impact on you. Danny's Impact. Okay, here's our one and only Liz Ferris. Hello, Liz Ferris.
Hold on 2 seconds.
2 seconds more. I'm gonna remove the little queen.
I feel like that's what my voice sounded like when I first came on. It was like all deep.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So cute. So how do you feel? Oh, Liz is ready. How do you feel? Hi, Liz. Oh, look at that.
Got a nice guy.
And welcome.
I had to do some fireworks just for you.
That was needed. We all needed that. How was your birthday, Liz?
It was good.
How
I
do you
spent it
feel?
online. I feel older.
Do you feel? Do you feel? Here's a one word answer question. Do you feel happier today than you have ever in your life?
Working on it.
Good.
Good.
Do you feel more? Do you feel more knowledgeable? Do you feel like you really are understanding life more now, even though it's not, it could be not as happy as you might have thought or felt it was in the past? Do you feel
Yes.
do you feel happier about the knowledge you have?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, I'm glad I'm awake. And I say awake the best way intended, because, you know, just like you guys, I was still doing the touch assist. I was still doing the contact. Like,
Oh my gosh.
you hurt me.
Like, I would do it alone. I would do it alone in case it did work.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would be
Or
like, okay, I'm gonna really try to see if it works. And then I would touch it back and I'd be like, did it work? I'm not sure.
I believed it did work. I mean, I seriously did when I was a kid.
yeah, because you got your
I
mind
wouldn't have
off
taught
of
my son
everything.
if I didn't think it worked.
I still
It's
believed a
wild.
nerve assist helped a sunburn. So
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Or what about the niacin? Like taking the niacin, like being like, oh, I've had too much radiation. This weekend I'm going to be doing a niacin flush.
My sister and I would take that to get out of school. We would OD on niacin and
get all red
so
and
we could
crazy.
Get out of school. Yeah.
I decided to give myself, not give myself, but I was taking enough niacin that the Purif would normally do, because I was like, man, I had smoked pot, okay? And so I wanted to get it out of my system to pass the P test. And I really was like, okay, well, this may not work. I'm gonna niacin it out. Oh my God, I took the same amount that you would take in the Purif, and I thought I was gonna die.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I
Honestly.
mean, the stuff that's coming out now, the research on overdosing on niacin, and even the, enriched cereals because of the dosage of a niacin that's in those. It's not good stuff that's coming out.
And also the fact that long-term niacin abuse like that, and it's abuse, by the way, is long. You can get cancer and things like this from this. It does the opposite.
Carcinogenic. Yeah.
And how many people are dying from? How many Sea Org members are dying from cancer or getting cancer and having to go get it removed at such a late stage?
Yeah.
In my own family, I have 3 people. In my own family in the Sea Org, my uncle Paul passed away, and there's 2 other. It's just crazy. It's like, anywho, I'm just saying there's definitely a connection. There's a high rate of cancer. People dying in Scientology.
And I think that coupled with the amount of stress that, like, keeping secrets, they've found that, there's physiological things that happen in your body when you're that stressed and you're holding on to secrets. It really does have an effect.
Liz, can you mute the background a little when
Oh, totally forgot.
Or change the mic so it's only on you, not the room.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay, go Acupunk. Sorry, I wanted to hear. I was like, I'm trying to hear. My brain is not.
I was just talking about like the niacin, right? Those things coupled, because it's never just one thing, right?
Right.
So it's
right.
Niacin coupled with the stress that you have when you're in a constant fight or flight. But then even they're finding they've done research now about like keeping secrets and what that does physiologically to your body to keep secrets, and that the stress that it causes, and stress and then those kinds of like OD.
Have you, Liz, have you ever done acupuncture? Have you ever done acupuncture, Danny?
I've never.
Have you, Danny? Acupuncture? Is Danny frozen? What's going on?
He was frozen. He's coming
Danny
back.
He was like, acupuncture, help you out.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death of needles. Even though I have tattoos and piercings, the idea of putting a needle gently into my skin.
Sorry, kick me out.
Yeah.
I mean,
so acupuncture Danny, have you done acupuncture ever?
That I know of,
Okay, so
no.
none of us have done it. This is
Oh,
so
wow.
I have never done it. I've always thought I needed it, and then I was scared. I think I have a stimulation, a reactive mind of when my mom got poked in the needle in the back by Megan Shields when she was doing some back needle things that it was like my mom had to go to rush in an ambulance, go to the doctor to heal, put a piece of skin from her. Anyways, and I just always from there was like,
Didn't
oh,
you
what
have
if
a needle
somebody
for it?
pokes it in the wrong area? What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to end up all.
Okay. But
Like,
the
I
thing
saw
is,
Kung Fu Panda. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I saw Kung Fu Panda.
But what if, Liz, what if like she just like did one or two things but on your nose or did something that all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, it drained
Okay.
something. And you're like, whoa, that feels really good.
See, that sounds awesome.
That's what
but
I
the
want.
Kung Fu Panda moment is
No.
this part that has me terrified.
No.
and I mean, I had to go to,
No.
4+ years of, it's basically medical school, Chinese medical school, to be able to do that. So it's not like, willy-nilly. And acupuncture needles are like the size of your hair, a strand of hair. They're like,
Have you ever gotten a piece of hair stuck under
they're
your skin?
smaller than those dog hairs that you get stuck in your feet.
I'm telling you. No, when I was a kid, I was told about chiropractic, and then my chiropractor told me about acupuncture. But I couldn't get past the needle, and a hair stuck under your skin feels like it's tearing apart your hand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but you can go to an acupuncturist and they can treat you needle free also. There's
wow.
a lot of modalities.
The Jackie Chan death
No,
punch?
no, there's herbs, there's cupping, there's so much. Like, I mean, Chinese medicine even has its own chiropractic. It's called bone setting, which they do in China. We can't practice it here because of, chiropractic here. So it can't be part of our scope of practice.
Ooh. What about on the forehead?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's strictly scalp acupuncture. I can treat someone their whole body just using an ear. Like, I can just put needles in your ear and yep.
So it's not easy apparently, the school,
it's a long
it's a long time.
Yeah. And I'm still not licensed in Texas. I have to take 4 medical boards. I've only passed 1.
Wow. So is it easier in different states to get?
Oh yeah.
I mean, tell us what is it, has it helped heal a lot? Like what is acupuncture meant for?
Well, so when people ask me what is acupuncture good for, I'm like, what do you got? Like, it's good for everything.
So you can say like, I have a pain in my neck here.
You can have pain, but it's also helps with mental, emotional. It helps with is
there any downfall?
It's I mean, I don't see, unless you have such a fear of needles that it's going to cause such a huge stress response in you. I would say, no, don't do it. Like,
no, but if Liz is laying,
but
Liz, if you're laying, do you feel like you could lay on your back comfortably? Like you're just going to take a quick 5-minute power nap?
I've fallen asleep during many tattoos. I just don't think about it as like one needle. I just think about the art itself
than tattooing.
I don't think a tattoo is painful. I think it's like you get a sunburn and you're taking your finger across your skin. It just
feels kind of like burning a little bit.
But that's how I
acupuncture help with chronic muscle pain.
Oh my gosh, 100%. Yeah. See, there are some things like that here in the United States because of our scope.
See, guys, there's other things than touches this.
Yeah. Oh,
it's funny,
when I was applying to school in you have to submit a statement or whatever to grad school, and I wrote in there like, because growing up we didn't go to the doctor, we didn't it was just kind of like something happens, you suck it up or you do touch assist, there's just, and so in my statement to school I was like, yeah, when I found Chinese medicine, because I didn't even know I was going to become an acupuncturist. I was into the herbs and stuff like that. And I said, you know, I don't know if it was my parents' involvement in Scientology when I was a kid, but, you know, I finally found Chinese medicine and was like, oh, okay, here's a missing link to like actually be able to help, you know, because I didn't have, you know, it's like, yeah, there was nothing else growing up.
Yeah. And if it was, you weren't allowed to have it if you were in Scientology.
Yeah. And I wasn't even, it's so weird because I wasn't even in, like, I don't, you know, I wasn't raised the way you guys were raised. There's just these weird little snippets,
Be
like that present
grateful.
time thing, and you know,
They
like
said
learning
be
about
grateful.
I'm telling you, when people say, you know, how did you survive your childhood? I question myself all the time.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
there was definitely a moment where I was like, there's a moment that an 8-year-old child should not have been thinking that deeply about life.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Being locked in a closet, on purpose, like in a small cleaning closet with all the brooms and everything, just shoved in there and locked. And me kicking so hard the door that I was hoping it would break down.
yeah,
Like I don't know why I just jumped to that, but like those are the moments where I just literally go like, I remembered as a child thinking, I'm gonna remember this when I'm older so that I know that I remember that this was wrong. And so like every day, whenever there's like something brought up like that, I always think of these little moments where I'm like,
Ammonia.
and then how you were learning about how the brain is really transformed and changed
yeah,
and people respond and react. And we see it in animals too. We see it in dogs' behavior
yeah,
when they're abused and everything. It's just common sense. If you give something love and start healing it, it gets better. Like, so I just, yeah, I can't imagine all the little dents it just made, so to speak. So yeah, when I say, are you happy now? I feel that being in a perspective of being able to see what we've gone through and still be alive, by the way. But also seeing what we've gone through, it feels like, well, most people have gone through some trauma where they relate to this. And the only way that it's unhealing all these little bumps is that we're all going through it together, like that we're all going, yeah, this isn't okay for human society, like this, our society, to have so much trauma as a group and so much, like there's so much inhumane things happening. And we go to our protectors like the LAPD and all this, and or whoever, like we're protesting or speaking out, and we're, instead of getting help and love from, most of the time it's like we're getting swatted or whatever it is. So it's hard to stay balanced in this like thing, but it's really cool to have, obviously I'm going on a roll, but it's really cool to have our little awesome community of people at all times to just know like, oh, somebody's going through something, look, we're here. We got eyes on them. We're up. Somebody's going to run. Somebody will be out there in 5 minutes. We just know. We were able to understand, is this person being bullied by the police, by some, Scientology spy, by whoever?
yeah.
It's really cool to just be able to see that and spot that.
It's
Anyways,
almost
went on
like,
a tangent.
on that tangent, it's for me, it feels like almost like the Matrix. Like if you take the red pill, you're going to have a good old time and everything's going to be happy as rain. You take the blue pill and you get to have shit for dinner and shit. And then you get to smile at the end saying, thank you, sir, for giving me some shit. And it almost feels sometimes that I took the wrong pill.
Yeah.
At least that's how when other people explain how their childhood was, it's almost like I'm jealous that they didn't have it. Like they had it so much better.
Yeah. Well, so my siblings and I mean, we came from not just this involvement in Scientology. Like our parents were both narcissists. It sounds just like a Scientology story when you hear our but it's like we normalized, like, oh yeah, this happened, like all this abuse, and we're just saying it nonchalantly, like it's matter of fact. And so I thought that, oh, I've been talking about this abuse my whole life, but I wasn't like seeing it like, oh, that was wrong. Like I was just talking about it matter of factly, and it wasn't until my siblings and I were hiking the Appalachian Trail and we were stopped in a town and we were just talking about our childhood, and people are like their jaws just drop and they're staring at us, and we're just like, oh, right. Like you don't realize that you're trauma dumping onto someone else where, oh, I just feel like I'm fine and I'm just talking about it. And then someone else is like, I wasn't prepared for that. That was, awful. It's a really interesting dynamic. I don't know why I even started talking about that.
Now we just need Danny to be emotional. You got this, boo-boo.
It's the whole childhood dynamic. It's the whole manipulation of something later on being stuck or traumatized, and you're going like, oh, now I'm dealing with this, and I'm this much older or whatever. Or even, I don't know, Danny, what would you say from an outside perspective, Danny? Have you felt like you've learned some therapeutic things just through being in the SPTV community?
A lot, really. That
Like even with how to deal with the police, or like just, I don't know, even being in jail and being arrested so quickly, like 3 times for some fake ass shit. Like that fucking would have stirred me the F up. It did, obviously. I was there for some, I was there for some of them, but yeah.
No, yeah, I have learned a lot since starting like 4 months ago. I learned a lot about how to deal with the police, how the police functions, really, pretty much. That they're not here to protect us; they're here for uh, their own reasons, pretty much. But
And do you feel that there's definitely a deep presence with the LAPD specifically, or Hollywood PD and Scientology?
oh, of course, for sure. We call, they don't show up. They call, and we're getting slaughtered, or they're there in less than 2 minutes with guns drawn and all that.
Yeah. And also, yeah, it's so I think all of us, we have this learning thing. It's more like we also learn from people that are streamers that are like, they'll share an experience. Liz, you probably feel this, where they'll share an experience and you learn like, oh, that's what happened when you were a child. Oh, you did that with your parents. Oh, okay. That's something that would have never been okay. Like,
Yeah.
so,
No.
and we might not ever say anything about it, but we're listening to somebody else's story, or even some of the foods Danny and Leah make. I'm like, see, this is so rare. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's just, and there's also memories of having certain, like, I love Mexican candy because Yolanda Avila, one of the teachers at one of the, whatever, one of the mind-controlled Scientology Sea Org member teachers, who also had her own children in this. She was Mexican, and she always had brought like Mexican candies or something. So I was like obsessed. I still am obsessed with anything sort of like Mexican food and all these things, because it reminds me of that freedom of it's one of the ways that got me out of the Sea Org today. It feels like, oh, I'll have freedom in the outside world. I'll be able to sing. I'll be able to eat whatever Mexican candy or food I want. Like,
right?
Anyway, so it's just so fun. I love food so much, and there's so many random things that I know you guys love food. It's so fun watching you guys make food. Isn't that weird? Fun little joys watching people make food. Oh, this is how my grandmother made it, and they're authentic. Like, it's so cool. I've totally ripped off people's recipes. Therapies and recipes.
There we go. We all have to rip
off the recipes for therapy.
For me, it was the Haagen-Dazs ice cream and Hanson soda. Like, for that, to me, like, you want to.
Forgot. I just had Haagen-Dazs last night with Serge Del Mar. We had butter pecan.
Okay. But when there wasn't a huge selection at the general store next door, but there was always coffee ice cream.
I love coffee ice cream. It's my favorite.
And so it's my jam. Like, I'm like, oh, hi.
I don't drink caffeine, and I'm like, I could feel it like, brrr. I'm like, I don't care.
Yep.
Can't stop.
And then don't even care.
I'm like, okay, so what's the next movie? Let's watch another movie.
Yeah. Who's ready to go? Who's ready to go? I'm ready to go. Let's do something fun. Oh, it's 3:00 in the morning.
Let's stay
it's
here.
Okay.
Let's eat more.
Oh my! I've made the mistake, like especially at the Austin org opening. Like I had coffee and nothing else right before I went to protest. And it was like, I was shaking, you know, and I don't have a gimbal or anything. I was just holding my phone. People are like, can you stop shaking? I'm like, no, I've had coffee and I'm fucking nervous, you know? Like,
Yep. Same thing for me. I was like, no, I had this stupid thing that I thought it wasn't caffeine and it was tea. And now I'm screwed. Yeah, or I'm like, yeah, it's so
I'm
funny.
excited. Austin is.
I know. I heard you're
So
We
tell
have a
me,
time, we have a
yes,
date.
Liz, tell me about this. So when are you leaving? When are you landing in Austin? Are you going somewhere before?
I do have a layover.
I meant, are you, hold on.
because I'm tight.
I meant, do you have a layover? I mean, Danny, is that your mic? It's like the airport. Like you're at the airport.
I think so. It's that they have, but I'm inside of like a.
Cool. I'll just mute you a little bit while I'm telling. Oh, you do it. Yeah.
So the flight that was picked, hold on one second, because we had to take like 30 pictures of it, so I didn't forget.
What I'm saying is you're not stopping anywhere on the way to Texas, right?
No.
Okay, so you guys
I just
are
have
going
a brief
straight
layover
from there to Texas. Okay, so what day are you going to be in Texas?
8th.
This is so exciting. May 8th. Okay,
Yes.
hold on. Let me look at the calendar. Calendar. Okay, May 8th. So May 8th till when?
15th.
Nice.
Okay,
That's the time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to yell with Pearl and
No, I know 100%. I'm just wondering what my days are going to be in that because I won't be able to do all of that.
heck, even a 2-day, 3-day.
Yeah, or that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll come in the 9th till the 12th or something. That might be fun. Since I don't have a mother on Mother's Day, I'll be screaming with my little squells.
But I am a mother, so I do have a little bit of,
Aw, but that means you got to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
I do, but
That's so
I will
sweet.
send the mother in my life flowers and the woman that is also a mother, I will send her flowers.
Aw.
That is amazing. Okay, good. This will be great.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So
and
then
Alicia's coming. And
oh, wait. So this is what I was saying. I was saying, wouldn't that be cool if, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it. It would be just cool for you to be in LA for some reason for May 4th.
I wouldn't be able to do 2 trips.
I know.
Because otherwise it's getting really close. So I can definitely look into it, but definitely
that does not sound definite.
Yeah, because it's more like I'll look into it, and then when the missus wakes up, we discuss it, and then she goes,
"What's up?" Little friend there.
Yeah.
That's Steph the writer's kid. He came. Steph the writer and her kid ended up coming with us to Clearwater.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, May 8th, 4th, 5th. Yeah, that would be too close. So well, whatever. I'll see. You'll be able to watch the show on the live streams, guys. I am going to be live streaming both of my shows this Thursday, April 18th. I was going to say everybody in the chat, just remind me.
Yeah, you have to
I'm gonna be the first one watching.
You have to remind her to hit record.
Yeah, I have to press record.
There's a few times that I've had to text her and be like, hey.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, I didn't start the stream. And I got it all ready and set up, and I didn't even start it. I was like, hey, good, I'm going.
Yeah, that happened to me. There's a whole stream when we were at the old org where they were, and I wasn't recording.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. Last time I stopped it in the middle of the set. I stopped at the end of the set, and then I was like, guys, before I start the next song, will you guys just give me a moment? And then I was like, just 2 seconds. And I ran off the stage, ran into the green room, grabbed my whole stand because it was all ready. And I ran back and I was like, I didn't start. Everybody say hi to stream. And then I was like, okay, now I can
That's
continue.
awesome.
And then I kept playing. I was like, oh my God,
Mhm.
suck. So yeah, that was a joke. But yes, this Thursday, April 18th, around 8 p.m. That's when I'll start the live stream earlier. So it's kind of just going in the flow and could show you guys some of the artwork and whatever's going on there. And if you're in LA, come see the live show. It's super fun. It's going to be a very beautiful, sweet theater vibe. Me, Serge, our saxophone player, possible dancer.
I'm actually
So
I'm not gonna be there to watch it.
I know, but you guys will see it on the live stream. I'm hoping if this one
It's not the same though from being
for sure
there in
Yeah.
person.
It's true. It feels weird where I'm like, this is where like media hasn't really picked up on just on the phones, you know, where it's like, oh, this sounds way different on this phone than it did at the live show. Or it only picks up certain things. So you hear the bass, it's like, goo, goo. And then it's like, oh, wait, it was actually really pretty with a bunch of violins and stuff.
I will tell you, I've been messing with my GoPro to get myself all up to Pearl standards. That has the best sound and the best picture.
Wow.
The GoPro.
The GoPro,
Yeah.
the brand new
Wow.
GoPro. It's literally.
Is this
the
something I
picture
need to
is-
get?
right?
Yeah.
Is it hard to function though? Is it like a
No,
huge
it's
big
literally
thing?
an app. You hit record and that's it.
Oh, it's
What? Oh my
It's
God.
it is easier.
Will you send me that link? I that would be really good for my music videos, for protesting, for live shows. That would be really cool.
Yes, I will tell you.
I love that.
got
See, guys, this is come and chat. This is what we're doing. Sometimes I just need a little reset, a little chat.
Yeah.
Mhm. I got mine from one of the amazing people here because I was like,
Aw.
because I was shaking. Because when I get super upset, guys, I do shake.
Yeah.
You know, when I get, for lack of better terms, interbulated, I will sit there and shake because I get upset and I'm trying to calm myself down. Watching Liz Gale, where she had her hands free and where when people would bump you at La Poo Poo, I would have been grateful to have my hands free so that I could just been like, instead of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard not having, like hands free to, do stuff.
Jacob had a camera on his leg or something. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It didn't even have like a bad view. Like he had, whoa, see, like that. He has like a strap that would go kind of like a gun, you know, where you would put like an upholster for a gun or something, but then the camera would just lean up a little bit, so it just has a little bit of a downward view, but you still get the whole I don't know
angle of the situation.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
And then I don't know, Jacob, if you're in the chat, let us know what you're doing. Let us know.
Yeah, what was on your leg?
Also, Denver J has it set up where he has an app. I forget but he has it where you can see the screen and then you can see him, and so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Might have to learn a few of those things.
So I'm gonna go. I still haven't recovered from going out with those guys on Friday night. I am too old for that. Oh my gosh, it was like, and then Squirrel Fest. I'm like, I was gonna go out this morning to, church at the Austin Orc, and I slept until 10. I was like,
good.
I'm still recovering from Friday night.
And you're not just you're not just like, I'm recovering my body from a protest. This has been your upbringing. This is your parents telling you that a contact assist was the normal thing of nature.
So bizarre.
So you're amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much
for having me.
You're so cool. Nice Acupunk. I will definitely be tuning in on your channel and also getting some Acupunk advice.
All right. Awesome. Bye, you guys.
Love that.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao. Yay.
I love how you and Serge both do the ciao, and then sometimes it's ciao ciao.
Ciao ciao. Yeah, I do that too. Ciao ciao. Or yeah. A lot of words I do. I say like hola is a normal thing. I'm like hola, like it's somebody just bringing him like they're like hola. They say it back. It's great. I love it. And ciao ciao. A lot of it does stem from Clearwater. That's for sure. From learning the different languages, like in Italian and all that. Sta imparando italiano.
Hold on. Can he go back? Can you go
Yeah,
back?
can you go back? Well, I was like, I was liking that backyard. Is this Aaron's backyard or where is this? Oh, this is not Aaron's house. This is, right? Yes. Is this just Florida palm trees that make it all look pretty? Where are you at, Danny? Tell us. You're muted. In case
Hopefully
you're
he knows
talking
he's
to us.
muted.
In case you're talking to us, you're muted, Danny. I don't know if you know it. I don't know if he knows it. Can he hear us? Danny.
Oh, sorry.
Danny.
Sorry. I was talking.
Wow.
I had the mic
know.
off.
I was like, he is talking and we are not here. Okay, redo it. So tell us where you are.
We're somewhere in the center of Clearwater. We're like 15, 20 minutes away from Flag.
Nice. Are you allowed to say the property you're on?
No. And probably until Tuesday when we
Till
leave.
you go. Okay. Cute.
Okay.
That looks really fun and tropical though. It feels really
I'm
nice.
not trying to get swatted.
True. I will honestly say, the place that I would have loved to visit besides Flag is the QI.
The Quality Inn.
Mm-hmm. I have so many weird memories from that place.
Oh, you mean to go visit? Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'll go with you. I
have so many weird memories of those stupid
talking,
stairs, the ugly pool, the horrible galley.
Oh my God. And the gates not being able, like the line of the gates where it was like up the outside Wog World, and then up, this is our property and this is where you're at. Oh, you have crossed the line. Mm-hmm. You are in the outside world.
You're in danger territory.
It's like,
danger.
Oh, you blew. You intentionally left the boundaries of the property. It'd be like, up, I'm out ethics. Up, I'm back in. Up, I'm out ethics.
We're good. No, we're bad. We're
bad. Up, all security. Up, don't. Up, she's back. Nope. Anyway, so yeah, the QI, I would definitely go. That's where I left, and that's where I came in from Clearwater. That was the little trafficking. That was from coming in from a cadet org, going into the QI, living there, and then going to the hacienda and all that, and then being put back at the QI when I was leaving on those so-called route outlines or whatever.
Yeah.
The QI. So yeah, I'll go there with you. This is going to be fun. So it may be 2 days, 3 days, but that's fine for me. Trust. I got a lot of crap. And also, I mean, it might be interesting to set up a little show out there, since I would be out there. Okay, cool, you little chicken butts. Is there anything else you guys want to say? I wanted to do a whole thank you to Liz really quick and to have just show this box. Can I show it with you guys on or what? Danny, are you trying to enjoy your life right now?
No, that's fine.
Okay, look at how cute this is. So Liz sent me this care package box and she's so cute. And that's all there is to it. So first it's just her cute little psychedelic card that says psychedelic rock. And then she sent me this yellow candle and it smells so good and it's not heavy. I don't like heavy perfumey smells at all. And this is like really bougie, nice pear. I like the yellows, lots of yellows going on here. She brought Foxy Lady a rope bone. This is really amazing. Fox, I'm going to give this to you. She's been waiting for this. Look, she's right here, you guys. You see her? Hold on, Fox.
Give it to me.
Hold on. I got to. Oh, sorry. Got to break this up. Okay. And up. Get it. Good girl. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Come here. I have to take off the tag. Come here. Bring it here. No, pick it up. Get it? Bring it here. Bring it here, Fox. Bring it here. Oh, you little slut. She took it. Whatever. She can take off the tag. Okay. Then this cute little golden ducky.
Okay.
We need care packages, guys. That's what I love, care packages. They're so sweet. Okay, then cute little sanitizer things for my van for the tour. Little hand sanitizers. Wow. Then look at how cute. It's because her book, she has a whole thing. Look at those amazing, cool things. We won't see.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Isn't that so pretty? Wow. Liz Gale is like artist on fire. She sent me this amazing sticker thing, which is love. I love that. And then she sent me a bunch of really amazing, cool stickers that I love, 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 which are all about 420 aliens
Bloody
and
Xenu.
all that. And she said, and a cold survivor burn kit, you know, just in case. And some car hooks for the van for the tour to hang my fancy hooks on. Isn't this so thoughtful? And then some pineapple yellow Trident gum, just so that I remember the yellow. And then look at this cool art piece, guys. This little scroll.
That's really
pretty
cool.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna frame this. Oops, sorry. And it says pothead.
But they mean a pot, like the actual pot.
Isn't that cool? I can't wait to
I
just
like that.
stare. I can't wait to stare at it. It'll be great.
I found a sketch, as weird as that is, I found a sketch in my mom's stuff from when I was at Flag in '88.
Oh, whoa, weird. How did that feel?
Well, first it was like, wow, I was not a good artist. I used to think I was an amazing artist. And then the next part is it's signed to Sandra Ferris, LRH Com, from Liz Ferris.
Whoa.
Like, there's no love mom. There's literally like to and from.
Oh, whoa.
So I was like, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Very. So, but we're working on it. And I'm glad you're coming to Texas. Like, I can't wait to tell Pearl.
Yeah, that I need to figure. She can't wait either. I was gonna maybe go to the squirrel thing, and then I was like, that was just too much of a short thing. That notice and everything, and I was like, ah. And also, the 8th is a lot easier for me. That's all there is to it. So 8th, 9th, I think I would do 9, 10, 11. That's what I think I would do.
Okay.
Who knows?
It's a surprise.
Who knows?
I like surprises. Not really, but I will get to learn to love surprises. Oh.
JK. Isn't that so cute? That box? Wasn't that just so sweet? Liz Ferris. I mean, Liz Gale. Liz Gale.
Yes.
On that note, we should spark up our little 320 joint, or drink your fun things. So, Danny, how long are you guys going to be there? What is that? Let's see.
Someone just gave me yesterday a challenge coin. Pretty much a challenge coin. Sorry. Like a respect coin from the U.S. from the Coast Guard.
Wow.
Oh, someone gave. Oh, okay. Is that one of the? Okay, this is where I could be wrong. Remember, everybody, we grew up in a cult. Isn't that where they give like certain people out of honor and respect? Like,
yes.
They give you their coin.
Yes.
So who gave that to you? I mean,
one of the viewers that it's in the U.S. Navy, I believe.
That's really amazing.
As a like coin of respect, he did say.
I guess Aaron and Jenna both got one too.
That's really amazing. Cool. That's really cool, you guys. You guys are honorable and respectful. How fun. So, Danny, do you feel like you guys are going on your own little adventure as well?
Yes.
Like for just between you and Leah on your own little, as you as a couple and all that?
Probably.
I guess it's adventure is life, right? Whatever you guys, as long as you guys are hanging and being together, that's your adventure, right?
This whole trip was pretty much thanks to the viewers, thanks to the people that support, everyone that watches us. Everything was possible because of them.
Yeah.
Like coming all the way to Clearwater to protest and then meet everyone out here was because of the people that watches us.
Yeah, and they watch you do amazing things. Because again, you know, you know, I know with me personally, we're still human beings. Like, we're literally, some of us are damaged. That's why we see a therapist and a psychiatrist, because some of us are damaged. But the fact that you guys stand up for what we went through and what you know people are going through right now speaks volumes to who you are. So thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you guys for supporting everyone.
Yeah, you choose to do it. And you like are, yeah. I feel like you guys understand that like the eyes and the views like are for people to see. Like, no. This is like there's certain rules and there's certain things that it's like, okay, we're gonna peel this open and it may hurt here and there, but that's like that's growth. That's life, you know? So I feel like it just feels like even with like the old guy that it's like made that false claim on you, and then the 4 or 5 next protests, he's literally hiding behind the wall.
Literally.
Like, yeah, man, you know you're not coming out here. You know that we have your shit on tape and you will be arrested. Like, so anyways, I don't know why I went down there, but it is an honor. It's like you guys choose to do it. We all choose to be here. Liz chooses to go through everything.
The emotional turmoil of ups and downs.
We're technically not forcing people to support us. It's not.
No, there's no. I don't. I don't even think that's an option. I don't think that
exactly.
People
We're
would.
not forcing them. Hey, you.
No.
It's mandatory for you to come watch us.
Oh my God! Wait,
it's their own choice.
Is this the MK? I love looking at the treasure in Danny's box that night. So many cool little things you have.
Thank you, MK.
Somebody sent me something, and I'm wondering if this is the MK. If this is the MK that I think it is, did you send me something that I obviously would be stopping this stream to be commenting and making sure it's you? Was it you? I just want to know. I want to know. And if it wasn't you, I need to know. Here, how about I do this? The person who sent me this sweet butterfly envelope, I want to know who this is. And MK, if it's not you that didn't send me that, I still love you and thank you for being here and supporting.
And Danny, that shop in Austin, you bought a lot of snacks.
Well, I have a live schedule.
Are there monkeys? Oh my God, MK is you. Learning and loving. You literally, I just want to thank you. And I'm just going to say this and I'm not going to overdo it. When I was going through this shit that I was going through, you had already sent me that sweet gift before and I had just gotten it after. And going through it, and you literally healed not only myself on things, but like a bunch of other crap that was going on. And it was just like poof, like magic. I can't even explain it, but I really love you and appreciate you. And it's just amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. MK. Everybody give her a hand. Okay. Shh. Okay, that's all. Continue. Were there monkeys in the trees? What's going on back there? Are those the parrots?
No, it's the seagulls, I think. They tend to laugh. They sound like they're laughing.
Oh.
And then yesterday that we were at Flag, some real ducks, like actual ducks, started chasing us, following us. It was fun.
That is. Are you afraid? Were you afraid?
Well, at the beginning, yeah, because they started following us. They didn't stop following us, so we were like,
they're kind of aggressive. I remember them kind of being like, "Oh, we're gonna get," like they kind of nip, don't they?
And they follow you, and one of them was actually pretty scary looking. So that's the one that kept on following us.
No, I'm not being chased by a bird. Nope.
Have they seen what you eat?
They just pull out a piece of chicken and be like, ah!
Yeah, no, they get Danny makes some bomb chicken feet.
Oh yeah, I gotta share with you, Lara.
See?
And Liz too.
You should show them.
Liz, you gotta try.
Liz,
you gotta give it a try.
Yeah, you gotta try with me, Liz.
And then if you don't like it, you can tell the whole chat.
You'll try the world's hottest chip with me because I want to.
Okay,
I don't want to.
I got it.
I don't want to.
If you try the chicken feet, I'll do the chip. with
I'll
you.
try
I'll try the
chicken
chicken feet, and then you and I can try the world's hottest chip.
All right, it's a deal. You already said it. What
Yep,
about you,
I'll do it.
Laura?
I will
She
try
doesn't
the
want to
chicken
do the
feet.
world's
I don't want
hottest
to.
chip,
I
but
don't.
she
I
wants
like
to
hot
do the
stuff
chicken
and stuff,
feet.
but I don't need to. I don't need to have a panic attack and die because of a fucking hot chip. No, like it's just a simple thing. My heart might think I'm having a panic attack, even though it's just really hot and it won't know what to do, and then I'll just shut down and die.
You're not gonna die.
And they'll be like, Danny gave her a chip and just
We'll
no
have
idea.
milk ready for you.
Yeah, we'll have and
I
ice
don't
cream.
know.
I'll
I
have
don't know.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream right there for you. Coffee.
Coffee ice
I would
cream.
just rather enjoy chicken feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Danny, they
All right.
better be good. That's what I'm saying. Them chicken feet better be good.
If they're not good, you could tell the whole chat that I
All
lied to
right.
you.
And do you have like a sauce with them, or you just eat them straight?
Well, I don't know if you heard about Valentina or Tapatio, like
Yeah,
Mexican sauce,
Yeah, like
Yep.
so, just a
But
nice
Tapatio's
spicy
not very
kind of.
spicy.
like
Yeah,
spicy, a
chicken
little
and
bit of
chicken.
lime, lemon, and salt, and that's it.
Oh my god, that sounds good. Actually,
I'll make some
Alright.
when we go back.
but it does look weird. They do look like swollen or something. That's the thing I need to get used to. They look poofy or something. But I
Yeah,
guess
they-
like sausage is like that kind of, right?
Well-
And sausage is yummy. I don't know. We'll see.
See, I'm like, if it looks like I'm not doing it,
Well, what if you close your eyes and eat it?
that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm
Okay. So yeah, okay. Back to those birds on the beach.
I'm probably I'll probably make like a live a little bit later, but going to the beach here in Clearwater, see how it looks.
Do they let
It's
you have
beautiful.
fires and stuff out there? I forget.
I don't know.
So,
Like, are you able to just walk on the beach and like have a little portable grill and have a barbecue?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. If
And
you can't
somebody
even
in
fly
Florida,
drones
let us
here,
know. Somebody
if
in
you
the chat
can't
is Aaron in the chat. Just kidding.
if you can't even fly drones here, which sucks because I brought
Oh
it.
dang! Are they strict like that or whatever?
They're strict.
Wow.
And
Oh,
when getting
ew.
to Florida, like 2 hours later, we get pulled over by State Patrol. Just
I'm
because of
good
the
on the
license.
nice and chip challenge.
What
I've never
about the
even
nice
heard of
and-
it.
No,
I've never
don't
heard
know.
of that either.
that would stimulate me. Chicken feet on Chinese trains is considered as a snack. See, I feel like like pork chips. Are those the birds again?
Yeah.
I know they're coming for you, Danny. The Sea Org birds. The sea is coming for you.
Sweet.
So this will be fun. The chicken feet trying. We'll get to that soon. So Liz, we're
Yes.
very excited about Texas. That's going to be a fun thing. Also, we're going to do a fun thing in LA where everybody will be here. I'm sure that's coming up. What else, guys? That's all. Is there anything else other than our chitty chatty selves that we need to discuss other than the
I
show?
found
Everybody,
who Iron Man is.
you found who he is? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm telling you, what you guys don't seem to know about Natalie is she puts her pants on 2 legs at a time, and she is Iron Man.
Wow.
She had a phone booth installed in the back of her house so that she can change into Wonder Woman.
Wow.
She felt like she wasn't being trolled, so I might as well tell everything about her. Like,
wow.
she surfs with 2 legs.
Continue.
She dances with her whole body.
Wow.
And oh yeah, she's got olive skin. So right there, it says it all to my whiteness.
Boom.
That
Wonder
hold on.
Woman. Wonder Woman.
Mic drop.
Doop. Where did my mic go? It already dropped.
Yep. She said she hadn't
All
been
right.
told I wanted to troll her.
MK, will you please?
Guys.
I feel like I want to call. What's up, Danny?
Oh no, sorry. For the chat. Do we have to worry about any type of animals at night at the beach?
Yeah, alligators. You're in Florida.
Oh God, that's creepy. That's right. They have alligators everywhere, Danny. They have alligators.
Don't get me wrong. I want to try alligator though when we're here.
I
That's
think
one
I
of the
have
bucket list.
tried. Yeah, I've tried for sure jerky. They have beef jerky or something for sure.
No, I'm good.
They have beef jerky alligator for sure. They do. They have it like literally. I know for sure. But yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like what do you do? Like slice up a alligator like that when you cook it? Is it like a slab? Why am I making a weird face thinking about it?
Right? Because I instantly, like, the eyebrow, the neck, the gag reflex started working. I'm thinking steak alligator. Okay.
I don't think you're gonna
no.
survive this with the chicken feet.
Yeah. Nope.
And
They're only-
jellyfish, they eat sharks, jellyfish. Oh, there's a no, they don't eat it. These are all the things. There's gators, jellyfish, stingrays, right? Aren't there some stingrays? Alligators, yeah. These are all, this is Clearwater Beach. They said no, gators are not the worry. They said gators are not the worry.
Yeah, if you're saying jellyfish, no.
I can see
the
Danny
worry.
being afraid of raccoons, that's for sure.
I want a baby raccoon.
I love raccoons.
But that they are pretty like wah, wah, they come up get you if they need it.
They're kind of scary, but they're adorable. I love animals, so
Yeah, they just look cute. Cute little trash pandas. Like Alicia's got a group of them that come to her house, and I'm like, oh, little trash pandas.
Hey MK, I love you. I will definitely do this. Thank you. Yeah, so isn't there a lot of little roaches everywhere? I couldn't
Flying
stand
cockroaches.
I couldn't stand that about Clearwater.
No
Have you not
way.
seen them? Yeah, like when you walk on the sidewalk, they're like blah, 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 like they have a whole party there. Have you not?
I haven't seen them.
Ask anybody around you. Are there cockroaches around here a lot? They'll be like, oh yeah, it's like a normal thing.
I can't get
And
past
they
the
fly
flying
a little bit.
because
Yeah, they fly.
they're literally like they'll sit on something and then all of a sudden you'll just be like near you and I'm like
I can't stand. They're called palmetto bugs.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go onto my stream and talk about Texas. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
guys.
change the time.
Love you guys so much. Thank
Love
you for
you.
being here. See you guys all at the show.
Bye, Lara. We love you.
Bye, Danny. Bye, Liz. See
Bye,
you all
Liz.
at-
We love you too.
We'll all be tuning into Liz right after this. Come see the show this Thursday, 8 p.m. If you have any questions, go to my Instagram.
Y'all better go.
Y'all
I said what I
better
said.
go.
Like do it. Don't make me twist your arm.
Don't make me exactly. Don't make me do it. Don't make Liz do it.
No.
Have a good night, guys. Love.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.